Dwi 'di cael bore brysur ofnadwy, dwi angen siesta. 2 funud fech.
Mr. Wyman and car!
Well, just to be in the ring means a lot, doesn't it? You know, you don't expect anything, and then to have this, and well, it's just amazing.
Oh, you're being congratulated by everybody here.
Llongyfarchiadau, eisiau teimlad dwi.
Mae'n anhygoel cael y profiad i gweithio gyda bobl o siwd yn y bryd yma. Cael y cyfle i bod gyda nhw. Mae'n anhygoel.
Yeah, dyna fi.
Yes, that's been the story of the championships so far on a showground that has witnessed so many memorable moments throughout the week. Well, welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground at Llanelwedd for the final chapter of this year's show. There's still another 3 hours of action ahead of us, and we will be broadcasting live until 5 o'clock. Not only is there time to tot up the steps, but we're also looking forward to who will be crowned the Supreme Horse Champion later on. But coming up in the next couple of hours, the ladies' final at the shearing shed. We'll also see the future pairs in the beef cattle section. And of course, all the winners from the main ring.
Oh, na, da ni'n di gorffan.
No, we haven't finished yet. There's plenty more to come before we leave you at 5 o'clock. You won't miss a thing. You will see all the winners from the main ring before the Tom and Sprightly Cup and the Supreme Horse Championship. Well, have you guys got enough petrol left for the next 3 hours? Yeah, Ivan Jones-Evers has enjoyed himself in the cattle ring, as we all have, actually. It's been a busy show there, of course, and there's still a few more championships to come. I did mention earlier the future pairs in the Beef Cattle Championship is to come, and the Beef and Dairy Stockman Awards have to be awarded as well before things come to an end. We will be there shortly, I'm sure.
Wel, dweithio mi sgwrsio fo Eiron Pew, oedd o isio siesta fach, gobeithio fod...
Well, the last time Nia spoke to Eiron, he was having a bit of a siesta. He's had his 40 winks. He's been up and about since then. And if there's anybody who's had an awful lot of steps during the course of this week, it's Eiron. He's going to play hockey later on, apparently. And he's still looking for people to stand on his pew podium.
Rhyw ffrog croen neidar.
No, I'm not sure if you qualify. He's looking for fashionable people, and because Nia said she was wearing a frog that had kind of a snake skin feel to it, Eiron Pew wasn't convinced. We'll see what happens later on. Well, we'll see what's in store for Nia. There's plenty for her to do again. I do think maybe she'll be singing in a short while with Martin Geraint. But let's kick things off with the horses. I think those shots she had earlier on has given her a new lease of life. She's full of energy, as of course are the horses in the main ring. Let's head there now.
Thank you, Gareth. Yes, we are heading to the middle part of the ring where we are seeing the culmination of the Welsh Section B class. And I do believe this is the Special 46, which is the male championship, Gemma.
That's correct, yes. And a gold medal as well. They're very prestigious gold medals, which are very difficult to get hold of. So, very special to have.
We see some of the male winners from yesterday's young stock sections coming back now. 4-3-1, you had a lovely shot there of Josh Hampson with the winner of the 2-year-old colt class from yesterday. 397 here is the winner, I do believe, of the yearling colt class from yesterday. So it's wonderful. These ponies have had a nice break and they're returning all nice and fresh.
Absolutely, and that 397 is Helen Reen. So that's come from yesterday's class, have we noticed? And then we also have the winner from the 4-year-old and over class, the senior Section B stallion, which is Japet Moonwalker, which we can see right in front of us here. So, yeah, beautiful array of stallions from both yesterday and today. So she's having her final look around them, and it's nice to see all of her winners together in one section. So very, very difficult decision.
Very much so, and it's so difficult to keep these horses keep fresh in this weather. It's gone very hot out there at the moment.
Very, very difficult for them. So yes, it's been a long week for everybody, hasn't it? But especially that judge, Margie, as she known as Mrs. Margaret Evans from the Nevydd Stud, who's done the most fantastic time over the last couple of days. So.
And we saw there the 447 there, which was the winner of the 3-year-old colt class from yesterday, Andrew Butler's Stu Cove's Amadeus. Another Dutch-bred pony, I do believe.
And we have seen a few of those, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and I think it's wonderful that the foreign competitors are bringing their ponies across to the best Welsh show of the world.
Absolutely. I think this, if you have a Welsh pony, this is where you want to win. So the most important show, wherever you are from in the world, but for a Welsh pony this certainly is. So it looks like she's chosen her winner, and it's from our senior stallion class. So this is J, A and S Mansfield's Japet Moonwalker. So congratulations. I believe that's Steph Mansfield leading the stallion herself, and it came from one of the smallest classes, but obviously the strongest class.
Very
of the
much
day,
so. Yes, yes. She's had success here in the past, so congratulations to Steph.
Absolutely, and what a beautiful example of the Section B he is.
We will see him return now later on for the overall B Championship against the Baron Mare that won the female championship.
That's right. So a very, very strong championship. We look forward to seeing him in a little bit.
What a wonderful picture of what a Section B should be.
Absolutely, and you could see a saddle on him, couldn't you?
Very much.
Rob Jones.
Right, it's back to the shearing shed, and it's the ladies' final.
Yes, indeed, all these ladies have been through the preliminary heats, and we have six ladies in the final here from various destinations around the world. And
yeah, we've got 2 from Wales, 3 from Wales, 2 from England, and 1 from Australia.
Yes, indeed, and
we got Menna Jones in 1, Dominique Chetwynd in 2, Susie Parish in 3, she's been busy today, Mary Lucas Ridge in 4, Becca Jackson in 5, and Catalina Micallef in 6. She is the Australian.
The positions which they shear on this particular board have no bearing at all. It is a draw system that what stand they're actually allocated to. So, as I say, there's no bearing. As we've seen a lot of competitions in terms of where they stand on the log chopping and various other competitions. That's a bit of a seeding situation than that. But here it is. They have a draw pre-start for number 1 to number 6. And I don't think there's actually any preference. The only thing that is on perhaps is against you slightly, that if you're up, say, in 1 or 2 of the first stands, all you hear is the bang of the porthole door or that pen door going, and you know perhaps that the person behind you has finished, and if you're only halfway through, it could press the panic button, couldn't it? But no, you will know by the crowd get enthusiastic, and they will be encouraging the competitors. And like I said, like I alluded to, if you hear that pen door banging behind you, you're thinking to yourself, gee whiz, I'm going to get left behind here if I don't get my act together. But no, still quality is what is paramount, and I know time penalties will incur if you're a long way behind, but I'm sure you'd rather come on top of the tree with a good well-shorn lamb rather than, say, first out and be in the last position then.
There's Susie Parish on the left there from England. And this is Becca Jackson from Wales. And trap number 4, it's Mary Lucas Ridge, also from England.
And is hence to the competitions, and a lot of these ladies will have shown against one another, probably with one another as well in the working environment of shearing, plus on the stage here in many competitions. I'm sure that a lot of these ladies will have shown against one another in previous competitions, and maybe even here last year, but they will know the strengths and know the weaknesses of their fellow competitors. But what's really interested themselves is they get their portion of lambs, and they do a very good job, and they look clean and tidy, and hopefully not too many second cuts, and the person outside is very favourable to them on the board, on the final product at the back. We've just seen a little encouragement then from the lady going into the fetch a neck sheep. She probably had a little instruction from her handler, who we can see observing what is going on. You're okay, you're doing well, you're only half a sheep in front or half a sheep behind or whatever. So we won't know what instructions he actually gives him, but he presents every lamb in the door, still within the pen, and allowed to have it out of the pen, but they are allowed to put the lamb in a position so as a shearer can take it out and pull it directly back into their body and commence shearing. And as I've stated many times in the commentary beforehand, some lovely lambs to be shown here, and you wouldn't expect anything else other than a final of the ladies in the Royal Welsh show here in 2026. And are we going to see close finish in time factor? And there we go. Ladies out and excited, and the crowd, as we can see, is showing their appreciation. So let's hope we come back in a while and see the result of the ladies final.
Oh, chwarter eiliad ar ei hôl hi. Wel, am ornest wych.
Right, welcome back, and we're heading straight for the cattle ring, and we'll join Will and Gerald.
Yes, indeed. I gave you a little bit of wrongful information earlier on then. I thought that the cattle judging was about complete for the day, but I'm proved wrong again, and we have the pairs beef competition here. And we've seen the group of 3 earlier on, Will, and now we dropped the numerical number to 1, and it's a pair of animals this time.
Female pairs of the future we're looking at the moment, Gerald. So yeah, here come the young stars, the ones we may see taking some of the big awards in shows to come, but having their own little time in the spotlight this afternoon.
Well, the future is of these particular animals coming to the fore later in their life when they'll be more mature animals, and obviously it's an experience for every animal, young or old, to get out in the ring in front of all this crowd and noise and different colours and whatever. So yeah, future is in the world, is in the title of the competition, and obviously to win this would mean a great deal to him as well. Are we looking at the 2 heifers that were successful in the group of 3 there, Will?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think we may have
putting
one
you
of
on
them.
the spot there, and
we may have one of them, but I don't think it's both of them. But I stand to be corrected, as usual, Gerald.
But 2 very, very nice animals, and it is 2 females then in this particular competition then. It doesn't have to be of mixed sex in this competition, so there's a very, very good chance that you see 2 very, very evenly matched animals, as these Herefords are, and I'm sure that every other breeder's got a chance to produce 2 animals of, I won't say identical, but very, very similar size, type, age.
The difference about this competition to some of the other sort of 3s and 5s and the Fitzhugh, the pairs and the Fitzhugh, is that the society normally puts forward the 2 animals. Now these are a little different because it's the breed judge who has selected the 2 that should go through.
Fair enough.
And maybe that explains why we're not seeing the same heifers come through.
Yeah.
So the judge will have done his job on Monday, and part of his job will be to select the 2 that's coming forward today. So I can see our judge from Northamptonshire, the Englishman Neil Brown, watching the Herefords go past him. And calling forward the next pair.
The blonde Aquitaine.
It'll be interesting to see.
Lovely pair of shapely heifers there then, Will.
They are indeed. And a well-balanced pair as well.
Yes, they are, to be fair.
What would be the benefits of the blonde Aquitaine over some of the other continentals?
Well, when they emerged on the scene in the start, they were come over from the continent into this particular country in the start. They were renowned for their very, very lean carcasses, and time, I believe, trends have changed slightly then. Lean was the word, and fat was almost a dirty word many, many years ago in the cattle industry, as was in the whole meat industry. But anyway, we'll have to come back in a while, and I'll give you the rest of the reason for my blonde, but I'm going to try and get out of it. But anyway, we'll come back in a while and see the result of this competition.
English commentary is available on this programme and on our main ring webcast. Depending on your device, either press the red button or use the audio selection option. Any problems, contact the SLC Viewers Hotline.
Well, later this afternoon, all eyes will be on the main ring, and we're heading there now. We'll join Gemma and Anwen.
Hello and welcome back to the main ring, and we're down at the south end of the ring for the Special 66, which is for the best mare or filly out of all of the sections. So
again, Gemma, are we seeing some of the winners from yesterday coming back?
We certainly are. We certainly are. So it's lovely to see those mares of slight advantage, being a bit fresher, but it looks like the mare from today has won. So congratulations to number 737. That's the Menai and Friarley Studs Menai Curiosa.
So how wonderful. I do believe this mare was born in 2011, so 15 years old, and she's still looking wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful to see. They have they've done a fantastic job of keeping her looking so well at this age, and it doesn't mean that they can stop doing well.
No, exactly. So this mare was sired herself by Menai Calon Lan out of Menai Lady Curious, and Calon Lan was himself a ridden stallion, Gemma, if I'm correct in saying.
He was, yeah, a dun stallion, lovely, lovely. So you can see he's definitely got the same type as the stallion. This mare has also been twice winner at the Royal Welsh, and she was young stock champion. That would have been a fair few years ago, and twice reserve female champion as a 2- and 3-year-old. So it's lovely to see that she's come back at 15 years old to be the overall female champion.
And a good foal at foot as well.
Absolutely.
So she's looking fabulous.
She really is, not only looking after herself, but
ladies,
looking
why
after
do
the
these
foal.
Competitors pick up grass and feed to these horses on a regular basis? Because the
We
amount that we've seen gone over the ground in the last 2 days, this wonder is still green.
We're trying to get the ears forward.
Yeah,
With grass in his mouth and his ears come forward.
No, well, they shake the grass in front of their ears. Can you see the second horse? It's disappeared now, but you want their ears to be forward, just to have a better picture.
We spend a fortune on photos.
So it's all about the presence and having
science within the horse showing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we'll see you later on for the overall Supreme C Championship.
Thanks, Anwen. Thanks, Gemma. Now then, I said Aaron was going to be playing hockey. Here he is in the sports village, and he will introduce the young lady next to him. That's Molly Hodges. And yes, it's been quite busy here in the sports village. It comes in waves, and you do get time off from time to time. Now you're a Welsh hockey ambassador, and I spend my time, I go to festivals, I go to the National Eisteddfod and help out on this stall here at the Royal Welsh.
Just local tournaments. And
then I go to local tournaments and help to coach. And I officiate from time to time, just things of that nature. Yeah, everything to do with hockey, I'm in there.
Exactly.
And you've got to try and teach somebody like me to play hockey, because you need people who are better than I. Is there a score to beat?
Un cant I curo.
Go for the 100 then. Try and flick it up. Up she goes. No. Now then, are you still playing up, Molly? Yes. I play for the Senni Hockey Club in Tywyn. No, well, Aaron's from Machynlleth. I'm asking if there's a hockey club near to Machynlleth, but no, the nearest one is Bow Street. But we get an awful lot of girls and boys coming to play hockey, so if you know anybody who wants to come and play, then bring them over to Bow Street. How do we get in touch then? If you go on the Wales Hockey website, all the information you'll need will be found there. And just you can type in the name of your village or town, and it'll tell you where the nearest hockey club is.
Okay.
Bullseye, Thomas.
Oh, look, it's...
Yes, it does stick, Aaron. What did they say about a bad tradesman claiming his tools? Now then, okay. No, it's a hockey stick. It's not a hockey bat. And don't use it as a golf club. Right, let's see how fast you can hit the ball. There's a speedometer at the end of that tent there. Watch. Yeah, exactly, Molly. Watch your back. Okay, at least he hit the ball. Is 40 okay? Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. And a Masters?
She doesn't sound convincing. Well done, Molly. Well done, Aaron.
Thank you, Gareth. We're back to the cattle ring and the pairs of the future beef. We're now looking at the limousine pair in shot here at the moment.
We've enjoyed these limousines all week, Gerald, and they have. They've got a pair out there this time, haven't they?
Yes, indeed, they have, to be fair.
Really pwerus for him.
I like to see that from a judge, a thorough judge, making sure
really good
he gets his hands on to make sure that the fleshing is nice and firm. Of course, Neil Brown, known for the Sam's prefix, but also known as a stockman for PM and SM Donga family, who run the successful Seawell Charolais herd. So he's very well respected within the cattle industry and within the showing fraternity. But
that is a very, very good pair of animals.
They're moving extremely well, aren't they?
They are indeed.
All
week, and I've alluded to it many, many times, these livestock have turned out to perfection, and all animals look very happy and content, enjoying the sunshine, and the underfoot conditions have been obviously good because of it's been dry, so there is no mess, there is no mud, nothing to contend with. It's very, very good spectacle, to be fair. And as I stated, all animals are turned out to perfection, spotlessly clean, clipped to perfection, and testament to all the people that must have turned out these livestock throughout this last 4 days. Very, very good.
And to do it day after day.
Yes, indeed, to be fair, to keep these animals fresh, because they've come from their home farms and their home surroundings to housing here, which would be a little bit strange to them, because obviously all of these cattle sheds would have a lot of animals in there, and smells and noises and flashing lights and people going around at probably all hours of day and night. They're very well behaved and turned out to perfection. And anyway, we'll have to come back in a little while and see if our judges made a decision in this pairs competition.
Welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground on this, the final afternoon of this year's show. We're heading straight for the main ring, and here's Gemma and Anwen.
Hello and welcome back to the main ring. We're in the centre part and we're coming to the end of our section B sections, and we've got a special 47, which is the Coed Coch Pet Trophy. So we have got the champion mare, the champion stallion or colt, and we've got our judge having a final look at them all.
So we've got the young stock champion from yesterday returning as well.
That's right, yes, the young stock.
She was reserve female, wasn't she?
That's right, that's right. So it's lovely to see them all and her back again.
So for those of you that weren't with us yesterday, in shot there we have the winner of the 3-year-old filly class, Henniarth in the Mood, with Kevin Morgan at the helm, and she went reserve female to the grey mare there to the left of your shot, Moel Garnedd Mimosa, and then to the right of your shot there was Jan Pete Moonwalker with Steph Mansfield, the male champion from today.
That's right, and our the grey pony that you've just seen in shot has come all the way down from Scotland, so she's got a long journey home, but a very successful and happy journey home,
very
I would
rewarding,
say, after the show that they've had.
So I'd imagine they were in the Royal Highland a few weeks ago, were they?
They were, and they were champion last year too, so very, very successful mare. So
now, the fact she's turned them all to the side, what a lovely shot that was. I think, has she made a decision, Gemma?
She certainly has, and it goes to that pony that's come all the way down from Scotland, Moel Garnedd Mimosa, handled here by David Russell, who was very, very emotional earlier, so I'm sure he'll be very emotional when we speak to him a little bit later.
So this particular mare is a 13-year-old Baron mare, and she was sired by Lemons Hill Top Note out of Moel Garnedd Mefus. So again, another one that's in their teens. So they're staying and looking well.
Really well. It's lovely to see. I think people tend to retire them a little bit too soon these days, but it's lovely to see all of these mares coming out and doing so well.
Would you say potentially, even though she's been in the Baron mare class today, there may well be a foal in there ready for next year?
I would probably say there would be already. I would be. So obviously, as you only have one foal a year, it's a shame to miss a year. So yeah, they're only here for a little while, so we have to make the most of these brood mares. So yes, congratulations to David Russell for his long trip and very worthwhile trip down from Scotland with the lovely Moel Garnedd Mimosa, and we'll be seeing her a little bit later for the Thomas Brightly.
Yes, so congratulations there go to the Heath Park show team and Nell Llewellyn Williams. So we are going to have a quick chat, hopefully, with Hannah. He's just saying that he went to bed last night and not in a million years did he think he would be winning this. And he's just saying that this particular mare goes back to the first ever pony that his father bought, Western Madeline. And saying how proud he is that the lineage of that particular first brood mare that he bought has carried on.
What a handler, what a producer. Bob Claudy, David. David, we're just congratulating you on the phenomenal job you've done. And we were just saying, I bet this morning when you woke up you didn't think you'd be ending the day like this.
Absolutely no. We wanted to win our class. That's what we aimed for. And this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, you definitely can't go home tonight now. One, you've got to celebrate. And two, you've got a pretty big championship to go into tomorrow.
Absolutely. So we'll be here. Yes.
Maybe sore head.
Yes.
I think Hannah might have had her facts wrong. It's later this afternoon.
I think so. It's been a long week.
It's been 28 years since the National Farmers Union have presented the award to the Wales Woman Farmer of the Year, and one of the judges was Heather Holgate, and it was a very strong competition. It was a number of people who were nominated. It made it very difficult for us to decide who to interview, let alone award the prize too. Standard was very high. And what were you looking for? Somebody who's part of the business, who helps with the decision making, the work, developing the business, how to move things forward and deal with things, you know, the things that come that are new to the industry, as it were. The winner this year showed us that she could take on a major role in the running of the farm and also take a role in the development of the farm. And she does an awful lot in the community as well, and does a lot of work with the DPJ Foundation. And the winner is Annie James from Hafod Bank of Ffordd.
Thank you very much. What an achievement. Thank you. And everybody here, especially with the DPJ Foundation, they're thrilled, absolutely thrilled for you.
Thank you very much.
So tell me about the farm and your role within the work that's done on the farm.
So we took on the farm 12 years ago with my dad and my husband, but we've since bought Dad out of the business. So we've worked hard over that time to grow the herd and to improve the infrastructure and to really make something of the opportunities that we've been given within the farm. We've got 150 spring calving dairy cows. We supply Arla, and we rear our own replacements. And we've grass-based system. We try and keep things fairly simple.
But apart from the work that you're doing on the farm, you've also been awarded because of the work that you do with the DPJ Foundation. Yeah. When did you get involved with the DPJ?
So I was given the opportunity to join the Agri Academy course 7 years ago, and after that, during that, we were given a presentation by Emma, the founder of DPJ. Really opened my eyes up to what the foundation does, and I really believed in the ethos of supporting the community. So I became a volunteer then, and I've volunteered with them ever since then. And last year I was given the chance to apply for a job, I suppose, and now I work part-time for them and obviously at home as well.
And what does that work involve exactly?
The work with DPJ is mainly projects, so it's our 10-year anniversary this year. So through that, we've had a few extra things, I suppose, that we've been doing. So we've released a podcast series. We had a special dinner here at the Royal Welsh on Tuesday night, kindly hosted by the CLA. And we have a bike ride coming up, actually, which is why we've got a bike on our stand. So we've got a bike ride from North to South Wales at the end of August. So.
And the DPJ Foundation is all about sharing the load, isn't it? Because it can be a very lonely world to be in.
Yeah, so I guess some of the other work that I do, as well as the projects work, is also post-vention support work. So we support families and communities when they've lost somebody very dear to them. So it's really important work, really vital work that we do. So I'm honoured to be able to be part of that and just help people a little bit through that.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Very, very important work. A llongyfarchiadau mawr, enillydd iawn, Heather, ynde? Yn hollol.
Yes,
enjoy the rest of the day.
A very worthy winner.
And then it's home i Odro.
Yeah.
Milking?
Yeah, so, well, not tonight. I've got a relief milker in tonight. But, I was milked this morning and, looking forward to a bit of a reset back in my parlour again and...
Get back to your cows.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the day. Llongyfarchiadau mawr iawn.
Yes, congratulations to Annie Jones. Now then, let's head back to the cattle ring.
Yes, we are, and back to the pairs competition, which we followed quite a lot, Ewan, and our judge is going down his route of selecting. I'm not too sure, probably 4, I would think, because it's not quite as large a class as we see in the Fitzhugh and that, is it? So probably 4 actual pairs forward. What do you think? Well, here comes 4 in the start, so...
Yep, Neil Brown is working hard in the cattle ring to pull forward.
Oh, he's gone for 5 at least anyway, so...
Right, i ni lawr I 6.
Oh, indeed, 6 pairs there. Right down the back, the far end there is the beef shorthorns. So we've got a broad spectrum of cattle in from Welsh Blacks, natives, across to the longhorns and to the beef shorthorns, and stuck in the middle then is the limousines.
Ladies and gentlemen, first I'd like to thank the Society for inviting me here this year to judge this contest. I'd like to thank all the exhibitors, the stockmen and women, for turning out such a grand show of cattle for you all. I'm judging this as a pairs competition. There's some very, very good individuals in this ring today, but I'm judging pairs. And I'm judging on locomotion more than anything and how fit they are. This is a potential class, so you don't want something that's overfit that cannot walk. That's no use to anybody. So once again, I'm judging pairs, so there'll be a few of you disappointed, but it's a pairs class, and that's the way I'm going to judge it. Thank you very much.
There's a man who knows his mind, Gerald, isn't it? Eh?
Well, he's just expressed his opinion anyway. He's not for changing, but he isn't for changing anyway, because he is the man that has the decision to make. And there's 2 strong contenders, I'm sure, in the middle there, and the limousines and the Belgian Blues are very big, powerful animals there, just to the right of the limbs that he's looking at the moment. But he will have a struggle to go from these limousines, surely, won't he? Help me out, you will. I'm struggling.
Well, I don't know. I'm absolutely amazed that they're so identical, but one comes from Wales and one comes from Stirling in Scotland. So it just goes to show that
there's a pair on the far end here, the short ones that we haven't been fortunate enough to see in this particular competition. A pair of longhorns there, very matching pair, aren't they?
They are indeed.
There's a pair of short ones here that look from here that look very, very similar and of good type. And the beef shorthorn is a breed that has come a long way in the showing ring, but they'll come a long way in production of very good cattle, to be fair.
I can see why he's pulled so many forward. When he goes down the line like that, you can see there's...
yes, to be fair.
There's some exceptional...
It's been a good show on the whole, but obviously he has to start somewhere, so he's selected 6 pairs to come forward, obviously looking for champion and reserve. And cameraman's getting excited, he's getting close to these animals, look as well, look.
The pair of blues I thought I quite liked the look of, but... he's pretty heavy on locomotion, and that may work slightly against them, but he's got an eye on the Welsh Blacks at the minute.
Well, yes, indeed. Well, he's been round once, front, rear, back at the rear end, and isn't many better pairs of rear ends than the limousines. And there we go then, it is the limousines that he has. Pull forward.
Graham's Vavavoom and Astra Spice.
Interesting to see where he goes for his reserve. Walking down to the far end and picking up a little bit of speed towards the longhorns.
Longhorns.
They do. Bernard's in the crowd somewhere, I'm sure he's...
Oh, well done, the longhorns.
Yes, well done.
We haven't seen much of them this week,
no,
but you did pick those out as a particularly sweet little pair, and the judge agrees with you, Gerald.
Yes.
That's a wonderful way to complete the cattle classes, I suppose.
You've got a good pair of limousine efforts, to be fair. Go a long way to see a pair like that, Will.
I have no doubt we will see both of these animals in classes in the future. They're something really special, aren't they?
Yes, indeed.
Well, congratulations once again. What a show you're having.
Yeah, tremendous. It's been great. Nice to win the last one before we go back up the road.
When are you heading back, guys? Back up to Scotland?
Back tonight. This one's actually following her mum's footsteps. Her mum was Graham's Ruth, that was interbreed champion here 3 years ago.
Well.
So
what a story.
Following in her mum's footsteps.
She's a cracking heifer, boys.
Yeah, lovely heifer, we're really pleased.
And I'm sure you'll keep her on for breeding, yeah?
We will, yeah. I expect she'll be back again in the future.
She's not for sale?
No, definitely not.
Congratulations to you as well. Lovely to see you here in Wales once again, in Builth. And a long journey home for you guys. But you always enjoy coming down to Builth, don't you?
We love it. It's like coming back home for us. We stayed here for quite a while, so yeah, it's really good.
Always great to see you. Rhiannydd wedyn y ti'n Arwen y llall, llongyfarchiadau mor iawn i tithau. Sio deimlad yw i bod yn rhan o'r tîm buddigol yma?
Mae'n anhygoel cael y profiad i gweithio gyda bobl o siwrd yn y bryd yma. Maen nhw'n uchel iawn yn y bryd. I cael y cyfle i bod gyda nhw, mae'n anhygoel.
Ti wrth y fodd, maen nhw ti?
Ydw.
A fi'n credu bod ni'n mynd i weld tithau hefyd yn fwy aml yn y cylch yma yn y dyfodol. Llongyfarchiadau tithau hefyd. Well done, guys.
Well done, the Limousines. They take the future Pears.
Much appreciated. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Diolch.
Welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground, and we're looking at the Shire horses in the main ring. Here's Anwen and Gemma.
Hello and welcome back to the north side of the ring, where we have the magnificent Shires. So it's been lovely to see these in the main ring today, and what a turnout it is.
The hours of preparation that has gone into this has taken me an hour to plait just a normal hunter pony, let alone this wonderful display. But it's so lovely to see them in the main ring, isn't it?
It really really, really is, and they are magnificent animals. And
it does look like a champion has been called forward.
It does, and I believe it's number 2107, which is AJ and CJ Plevins. Shortly, Lady Elizabeth.
Maybe not then, because that's 2097.
Ah, there we go. I'm sorry, we've been given 2097, which is Hugh Ramsey's.
The numbers of population of the Shire horses had increased.
Yes, I think what Rhys Williams did last year in introducing the horse village has been a massive thing for the breeds in general, the heavy horses in general. So no, Gemma, I do believe you were right. They called them all in backwards order.
Back to front, but that's all right. It's nearly the end of the day, isn't it? So, yeah, so we do apologise. So the champion was shortly Lady Elizabeth, and what a lovely mare she is. She came from the 3-year-old and over class, and I believe she's 6 years old. So to be that big at 6 years old is
terrifying. And then the reserve, I looks 2097,
which was Landcliffe Glacier. So and. When I had a little read on the mare's descriptions from the Breed Society, they should stand from 16 hands upwards, and it says on short legs, which I don't know if I quite believe that.
Well, I would certainly have to have a ladder to get up there.
Absolutely. It said that they should have plenty of room to carry her foal, so I think there's definitely plenty of room.
Oh, wonderful depth of body through this particular mare, isn't there? So
and look at the work on those feathers. You have to keep those.
And she still looks light on her feet, trotting around that ring.
She really does. And they do lots of ridden classes these days, and it goes to Horse of the Year show, which is wonderful to see.
Mae'r gymuned amaethyddol yn adnabyddus ac yn enwog iawn am eu helu.
Well, the Agricultural Society in general is known for raising an awful lot of money for various different charities. Eifion Morgan, yeah. What exactly have you been doing to raise money over the last... Recently, well, we had a chat about a year ago, and he said to me, "I'm going to set you a challenge." Oh yes, oh yes. So when Will challenged me, every time Will says to me, "I'm going to give you a challenge," I know what's coming. It's going to be hard. Yes, I thought that's what he was going to say. What was the challenge? Sheep shearing for 8 hours. And it was, I think I'm right in saying that they were raising money for prostate cancer. And that is that's a bit of a challenge. We've seen him, Gerald, shearing earlier on,
yes,
if I'm right.
Well, yes, he must have run straight from Blaenbook down here to have a go then, didn't he? Yes, no, that's Eifion Morgan. He was a very good shearer in his day, farming down there in Talabont and Usk, and his brother Glasson and him are very, very good workers, and first to volunteer to do something for charity. And Will, his mate, standing by his side. I know Will Workman very, very well from Trecastle, and to be fair then, Will is exactly the same, would do anything to help to raise money for a good cause.
He just said in that challenge they sheared about 910 sheep.
Yeah, in fairness, the charities we've chosen are very close to our heart. We lost a very good friend back in the spring, and in fairness, that was a real good boost to keep us going for what we wanted to do that day, and that was for Prostate Cymru. And just a quick message to anybody of our age, just go and get yourselves checked, guys, because it's very close to me. I've had issues. It wasn't prostate, but it happened to be something else. But if I didn't go for my prostate, they wouldn't have found that one. And Air Ambulance, all us guys who live in the country, when we do something stupid, which likes of us guys do plenty of stupid, we don't get an ambulance, we get the red helicopter to come and get us. So that's why we chose those two important charities.
A'r cwestiwn pwysig yw, faint o arian chi wedi casglu?
Important question. How much money have you raised?
£35,000, I think, this year. Yeah.
Wow, that is...
£35,000. Incredible.
But on that point, what everybody has to understand, yes, we were the two guys out there that day, but the community and everybody who has raised and helped to do an event like that it's not just the two guys out in the front. We did a big thing last year, so over the 2 years, there's been £70,000 raised in our Breconshire community, which is, to me, I think, it says a lot about the country community.
And that's just for Prostrate Cymru and Ambulance Awyr Cymru?
Yeah, well, the Royal Welsh Show did have a poll last year as well as that. Yeah.
Wel, llongyfarchiadau mawr iawn I chi, achos dwi ddim ar warau bach I chi'n gwneud rhywbeth tebyg, ac yn dangos cryfder a phwer y gymuned wledig yn dod at ei gilydd.
You
Llongyfarchiadau, Will.
shown how strong the agricultural community can be. Well done. And it's very important message. Right, back to the main ring.
We certainly are. We are coming to the end of the day now. So this is the Welsh Part Bred section, and we have Kathleen Davis stood in the middle. She really has had a busy day, and what a lovely sight to see in this ring, seeing so many different types of Welsh Part Breds.
This is what I think is so wonderful about the Part Bred section. You've got everybody knows the Welsh ponies through and through, but it's wonderful that we can showcase these Part Breds because there are so many different types.
So many. As you can see, there's a couple of colours. The colours have done very well today under Mrs. Davis. So yeah, it's been lovely to see so many different types. You can see a couple of riding pony types, a hunter in the background, and these are coming from all of our Welsh sections, A's, B's, C's and D's, and I believe it's 12.5% of Welsh.
That's the
minimum to be able to. So the class that we've currently got in at the moment is class 122, the Colt or Filly foal.
And it does look like a winner has been awarded there to 1378. And that is Sandy Anderson's Thistledown foal. And again, hasn't been named yet. And the second there goes to Mandy Godden with a Moor Hall foal. And in third, it goes to Valmai Thomas with the Mount Pleasant foal. So Kerry Lapping there at the helm, or Kerry Powell, Gareth Lapping's partner, is in charge of handling the foal, and it's a tough challenge, isn't it, to get these foals performing?
That really is the toughest job, I think, because they are very strong, and they certainly have a mind of their own, these foals, but impeccably behaved, that foal, and I think that's going to be a beautiful animal in its day.
Yes.
And we'll have a chat with Hannah now.
Good morning for you guys. Showing on behalf of Sandy Anderson, the Thistledown stud, and we've got 2 red rosettes. Kerry, what have you just won?
Oh, we've just won the foal class.
And what does that mean for the foals? Like, is it good to win this young?
Well, yeah, it gives them a start in life, doesn't it? And it's always positive then for them to go on through their career then.
And what is it, Gareth, that makes a good broodmare? I mean, this one's won the broodmare. She's produced a Royal Welsh winning foal already. What is so special about her?
Well, to be honest, she's breeding a very nice foal. Like I said, she just won the foal class as well, and obviously won the mare class herself. So, yeah, she's showing that she's got a positive future breeding as well as a show mare.
And Sandy Anderson of the Thistledown Stud, a great supporter of this show. We've seen his breeds across the A's, B's, now the Part Breds, and sometimes we see them in the C's as well. He really does know how to breed a good pony, doesn't he?
He does. It's an honour to work for Sandy and produce all the ponies we do. We're lucky to have these because it's a beautiful mare and foal. So we're very lucky to be on board.
Well, you've got a championship to do, but I'll go and let you take your jackets off and have a drink of water now. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
And of course, there's much more to come from that main ring before we leave you at 5 o'clock. Aaron, still in the forestry area, but I think he's looking at the woodwork competition, and I think it's the Young Farmers Youth competition within the woodwork category, and it looks as if, yes, they definitely are. The task that's been set them is to make a bird table. And these are Siwan Rees and Nell Evans. They're given 2 hours to build the bird table. What did you have to start with? Just wood. Did you have a plan? Well, we got a plan there, yes. So that's a list of the cuts. Yes, well, that's a very good thing, Aaron. Measure what? Measure once and cut once. Or measure twice and cut once, rather.
ferch yn gweithio fel tîm o blaen. Dach chi'n gallu cytuno rhaid da?
You're working as a team. Are you in agreement?
Dan 18 oeddech chi?
Yeah.
So you were competing at the under 18 age? Are you going to continue with the woodwork? Yeah, why not? And you both have just finished 6th form in school and off to university next year.
Finance and accounting.
O, mae eisiau brains y job ni. Oes. Pwy sydd wedi bod yn y ffordd chi te?
Who's been coaching you? Oh, your father. My father. He is over there in the specs. There he is, look. Little wave.
Yeah.
He's certainly done a good job. If you don't win, you can blame him, you see. And you're going back home this afternoon? Who's having the bird table? Siwan. Good luck. And hope you win.
Welcome
back to the sunshine here at the showground in Llanelwedd, and today is a kind of a bittersweet occasion for Martin Geraint, who is with me. He's a well-known children's entertainer on S4C. Yes, this is the official retirement. But, you know, I might do a few other things in the future. I know that the Erfeisteddfod is coming to Newport next year, and they've already asked me to do a few things. But, you know, I did have to find somewhere to say, right, this is going to be it. Because this is where I started my career 40 years ago at the show. I was in a pop group in college. I was, you know, and I was great at entertaining kids at the time there. And it's not what I wanted to do. But anyway, as it happens, I was chosen to present a children's programme, a little quiz. And we filmed it here during the week of the show. Yes, that was 40 years ago, the start of my career. But I was out of work for 13 weeks after that. But there we go. That's showbiz. But somebody must have seen something. And another reason why I'm really grateful to the show. This is where I did the first shows for children, live shows, that is, not for television, and which led to all the other programmes I did for S4C in the past. Looking back, you must have some fantastic memories. Any special ones from the bandstand here? I think this is an ideal place. It's a real shop window, not just for the audience that's watching, but for everybody passing. You're talking about thousands of people every time. What I try to do is try to bring the Welsh language alive, and a lot of my work is teaching people the language through song and dance. But you're still composing, these songs still coming? Not a lot, no. If I'm honest. What's the favourite then? What do the kids still ask for? There's a song about fruits that started like a game, but then developed to be apple, orange, banana. And speaking Welsh is magic is another one. And then hello, hello, how are you? How are you, my friend? Is the latest one. So how do you feel when you see the children reacting, especially the ones who possibly come from non-Welsh speaking backgrounds? I just feel proud. And it's an honour to be able to do something like that. I'm not finishing entirely. I'd like to do a little bit more work online, and I'm a YouTube sensation by now. Did you know? But today, hopefully, you're going to be a Royal Welsh sensation. The last show will be when? In about an hour or so, and then it'll be time to say goodbye, friends. Can we just, on behalf of all the Welsh parents, just say a big thank you? Can I do it with you? The old afal, apple, orange, banana. And if you want a taste of that with Martin, he'll be at the bandstand at 4:15, and this is what you can expect.
Mae gen I ffrind, ti a fi. Dwi'n mynd I ddysgu am bobl y byd. Dwi'n mynd I weithio ar y cyd. Dwi'n cofio geiriau mab y dydd. I garu Duw ac I garu pawb fel fi fy hyd.
Martin Geraint, who is retiring, well, or so he says, here at the Royal Welsh Showground. Right, let's head off to the main ring.
That's it, and we are back at the end of the Welsh Pony Parkbred Welsh Ponies section, and we've got Mrs. Kathleen Davis having a final look round her winners and the seconds in the classes. So this is special 1, 2, 4. That's the
female championship.
That's right, and the gold medal.
So
the
here now
ultimate
at
gold
the top,
medal.
we have the Ton Kiffig mare with Declan Davis, and then we've got the Arden Hall filly here.
That's
with
right.
John Hughes.
That's right. Two lovely stamps of mares, and you can see the size difference, can't you?
It's wonderful that they actually split this class into smalls and larges.
That's right. So they got the opportunity to see the two different types. shapes.
Because it
isn't
is very difficult to judge a small pony against the larger over 14.2 Sams. But yes, you see the broodmare there, the more she Mende, I believe, 1371. Handled in the ring there by Wyn Morris.
And that's Mende Spring Storm.
And then on the very end there, we've got Gareth Lapping with the Thistledown broodmare.
That's right, owned by Mr. Sandy Anderson of the Grandstand Media, or Thistledown Stud. And thanks to Mr. Anderson that we have Horse of the Year show. And he is a massive ambassador for the showing world.
Very much so.
One that we are all very, very grateful for doing all of this. And it looks like we have our winner. And who's it going to be? And it is the Thistledown mare.
It has gone to the lovely broodmare.
Congratulations, Mr. Sandy Anderson and family, and Gareth and Kerry, who produced the pony for Sandy. And he not only does Welsh Park Breds, he does Section A.
I was just going to say, we usually see Gareth running around the C's.
That's right. A's, B's and C's, Mr. Anderson breeds. So it's
Gareth
lovely
has finally ventured into the platting world.
He is. I wonder if it's him that's platting or Kerry. I definitely say it would be Kerry.
Congratulations to Gareth and Kerry on doing a wonderful job with this lovely 6-year-old broodmare.
Thistledown Precious. And she is out of Renadine Royal Charm, out of a Thistledown Annie Lennox. What a lovely name.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, so we'll have a chat with Hannah now.
Because you've just picked up the female championship in the Welsh Park Breds.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, to be honest. We certainly didn't expect it.
That's the best way sometimes, though, isn't it? But I know that yourself and wife Kerry work so hard producing a number of different animals. What is the key to success? Could you sum that up?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I'm still trying to keep my wife happy, but no, to be fair, we put a lot of work and effort into it, and it ain't easy. And days, I guess you've got to just enjoy it.
Exactly. Well, you guys go and do that. I know you've got the overall champion to come as well. You've had a brilliant day. Is this the last of your competing now?
Yeah, this is the last pony now. That's the end of it. Hopefully we can have a couple of drinks later.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Well, many, many congratulations and good luck later on.
Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr.
From the main ring, it's back to the sheep shearing shed, and this is the final of the veterans 61 and over. And we have
the final,
and it's John Froggatt from England in 1, Digger Balm from New Zealand in 2, Elvet Jackson in 3, Hugh Rees from Wales in 4, Rheinald Hughes from Wales in 5, and Rhydwyn Price from Wales in 6.
Yes, another multi-nations and another perhaps miniature international, shall we say, with Wales being the strongest contingent in here, so they got an advantage on numerical numbers and team, but I'm sure the Englishman and New Zealander will have something to say about that.
Funnily enough, Gerald, in Trap 2, you mentioned the gentleman from New Zealand, Digger Balm. When New Zealand beat Wales in the test match last night, of course, the members of the Welsh team were Gwion Lloyd-Evans and Gethin Lewis, and Digger Balm, who's the manager of the New Zealand team, said, well, it's just as well we won, because otherwise Gwion has been winning everything, because Gwion won the Champion Shearer of Wales and the All Nations yesterday.
To be fair, yes, so Gwion just missed out on having a hat-trick, but New Zealand stood in his way, yes. And knowing Gwion as I know him, then he'd be full of praise for New Zealand having done so. Or so he would have been obviously disappointed, but no, it's a good camaraderie amongst themselves up on the stage there, and they've worked hard to get to this particular position, every competitor up there, and obviously they would like to do their best when they're up there, and as you stated, it's a good sport. There's a bit of banter and a bit of flair between every individual competitor up there, so, and they will be encouraged by the crowd that is there watching and cheering, and that will give him a little bit of a gift and a bit of a gear up, and there we go. First one out.
First to finish.
First to finish. Doesn't mean that he's in front, but it does. He's gained a couple of points, obviously, on his fellow competitors. And anyway, there we go. Hopefully we'll come back a little bit later on to see the result, but well done to all of the competitors.
Yes, indeed. Well, Aaron is by the Young Farmers area, and the Young Farmers fashion show competition is halfway through, and he's joined by Begw and Nelly Rhys. And not only did they have to model what they made, they had to be compare as well to explain what they are wearing. Now, it's recycled material. Nelly's got an old tablecloth made into a dress, and Begw has bought patches or has used patches to sew on her jeans to make it a bit more fashionable. Aaron's suggesting perhaps that she looked like somebody from the 70s, but she was adamant that she'd based it on clothes from the 80s. No, Aaron, I don't think that would suit you. Yeah, it reminds me of a tablecloth you might find in a diner. What does being a member of the Young Farmers in Carnarvon and Eryri mean to you? In general, it's great. There's no other organisation like it. You'd never be able to do this and judge stock and do public speaking anywhere else. And it's that variety that makes it so special. Yeah, here. Yes, we get a chance to meet a lot of people of our age as well. We meet people from other clubs as well, have a lot of fun. And Aaron's saying you should be on the Young Farmers poster. Now then, we're back to Pew's Pew. And because you've spoken so eloquently and you look fantastic, having taken part in the fashion competition, you win the Pew's Podiums title.
Camwch ymlaen os gwelwch chi dda. Yna le chi'ch dwy na. Gwastwch ymlaen. Sefed y ddwy ffasiynol.
He's finding it hard to balance there initially. Help him out, Aaron.
Dwnswch. Llongyfarchiadau. Diolch yn fawr.
Back to the main ring.
Thank you, Gareth. Yes, what a wonderful shot of the main ring, and it's starting to look a little bit sparse in there, but I think that's because we are coming to the culmination of a lot of these sections.
We are ready for the displays in the ring this afternoon before the Supremes. So
I think we're coming here to Special 70, which is the male championships for the male section Cs, and I think it has gone to the winner of the stallion class, which goes to Derek Dykes and Joanne Nicholson's Crossfield Casino.
And what a wonderful stallion he is, isn't he? A real good exhibit of a Section C. And I think in reserve, we believe it's 792, which was second in that class. Stacey Hastings, Mayhem, the ringmaster. And two very similar types there from our judge, Nicola Jones.
Casino, I do believe, was a winner here as a youngster. Am I right there, Gemma?
He was. He was young stock and male champion here in 2002 as a 2-year-old colt. So it's lovely for him to come as the senior stallion back here. He was also champion at Glamorgan, Welsh Pony and Cob Show, and first and champion at Aberystwyth recently. So he really has done very well and
I know Joanne and Derek very well. They work very hard with this stallion, and they also say that he's a fabulous stock getter for them at home as well. So there's a lot of stock on the ground by him, which is doing successful as well.
Which is lovely to hear. So hopefully we'll see more of his foals in the future
but
winning
it's lovely
here.
to see that knee action, but also covering the ground as well.
Absolutely.
Which is what I like to see, because again, I'd love to put a saddle on this one and steal him from Joanne.
Most definitely, and he really is running at the end of the line effortlessly, isn't
That
he?
rhythm is just amazing, isn't it?
It really is. He could do many a jobs, couldn't he?
Yes. So congratulations to him. We'll see him in the overall championship later.
Welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground, and Nia is still in the Glamorgan Hall, and for those of you perhaps who may have seen Kevin Glad, the countryside programme on S4C, then you'll be familiar with Moira Blakeman, who is here, and she has been making her own wine. It's a little hobby of mine, and you know, I'm cooking every day in the work and whatever. It's nice to be able to do something different to what you do on a day-to-day basis. There are several bottles here today. I don't know where you find the time. It's an interesting process. When you're making these wines, you put them in the demi-johns, the airlocks on the top, and it's interesting because it's like a little orchestra. And once as they're fermenting or whatever, you can hear them pop in. It's like a little orchestra. Right, let's turn up the cards. I can see your name everywhere. Let's start here. Second here for a bottle of ginger wine. The only way I like ginger is in the form of ginger wine, and I like to drink it over Christmas. When you think of ginger, it's light, and which is different to a berry, a blackberry, for example. But a ginger is nice; it's a lovely taste to it. But that's quite sweet. There's another second there. Sweet red wine, and that's the blackberries. And don't forget, all it costs you is sugar, because the blackberries are cheap. They're free. Right, collection of 3 named bottles of wine, 1 dry, 1 medium and 1 sweet. When I put these 3 together on Sunday, I said, I'm happy with that. And so she should be, because she had the red card, and it's obvious that the judge knows what he's doing. Yes. So you've got to get that balance, I suppose, don't you? Yes, definitely. You have to make a mixture of wine, especially if you're going to put them in the shows. You've got to have a choice from medium to sweet, from white to red to rosé. The secret is in how much sugar you put in it, because the blackberries are sweet anyway.
Oh yeah? Potato
wine. Interestingly enough, it's really nice. And you can make a rhubarb wine, which is a bit sharp. Now, the one that's won is a lighter looking rosé than yours. Yeah, but you go into a pub and you will see different colours, different shades of rosé wine, and it's the same here.
A gwynodion I gyd, fi'n rhoi nhw gyd nôl mewn I jar arall, a gwynodion I hwnna, mixed fruit I fi'n galw fe. So pidwch wastod dim. A mae hwnna'n dod I gwyn arall, wedyn. Sa'n nico wastod. So sawl botel o wyn fysa chi'n gwneud mewn blwyddyn?
How many bottles of wine would you make in a year? A lot of these I've done over several years now. But you've always got a choice. You can always go back and choose something you made a couple of years ago.
It's liquid gold.
Now then, there's a bottle there of medium sweet hedgerow wine. It's like liquid gold. It's medium sweet. That is spot on. I didn't know that I had the gold medal, but it was a bit of a surprise. But that's the best of the bunch.
Gareth, do you think the judge liked that one? Because I think it's gone down a little bit more than what was in set.
That's a very good point, Anwen. I hadn't noticed they're not full bottles, are they?
No, not at all. So I think the judge...
I do hope the judge wasn't driving home on Monday or whatever they were here judging. But obviously they must have liked Moira's wine, because she's been very successful here at the show this year. Thanks for supporting the show, and it's important, because we'd lose all this. Don't ever think you're too good.
Na fo. Diolch am clywed. A Moira'n dweud. Thank you. Diolch.
Right, back to the main ring.
Thank you. Yes, as you can see, we've opened up the south end of the ring to now, because the Section Bs are finished. So the Cs are having all of that for their championship, but we're jumping up to the north end for the championship in the Welsh Partbred section, Gemma.
That's right. This is for the best stallion colt or gelding. So we've got
Avy Gainon there with his 2-year-old or 3-year-old, I do believe.
That's right. It is. Let me just get the page. Hatter all Strumblehead. So as I mentioned earlier, Eirig was based at the Penstrumbly stud down at Strumblehead, so it's nice to have a little name to remember his time at the Penstrumbly stud and now he's breeding himself for his own children, I would assume.
Yes, and very successful. Ella is doing as well, but there we get a shot there of little and large, a hunter type against the thing. So I think actually, no, I stand corrected. This looks to be the male championship.
That's right.
We've got Morhall Peter Pan there with Wyn Morris, who won the stallion class, and Eirig was the winner of the young stock, and he was a gelding, which is why he was eligible.
Yeah, it's the best stallion colt or gelding class. So our champion looks like it's being brought forward, and that looks like Mandy Godden's Morhall Peter Pan. He's been a prolific winner, hasn't he, over the years? So.
Yes, he won the stallion class here earlier this morning. So, and a little bit unusual to be shown there in a full cheek Fulmer there, but obviously it's doing the job correctly.
Absolutely, and I believe he started his ridden career last year. So
yes, Wyn has been producing him now on behalf of Mandy for a couple of years, and Wyn is a big supporter of the riddens and believes that something needs to have a job and has broken him to ride.
Absolutely. So he's 10 years old now and only broken last year at 9 years old. So it's nice to see a stallion having a different job and seeing their temperaments being ridden as well as in hand. So
and I think this pony's done so much in hand. It was lovely to see him change his career.
Absolutely, yes. So it's got to keep them happy and keep them sweet.
But he's also got stock on the ground as well.
He has. So yes, lovely to see him winning here, and Wyn as well, who has been a previous Supreme here a fair few years ago with the coloured, with Nathan Deakin, I remember back.
Brechva pony, I
That's
do believe
right,
back then.
that's it. Bryn, I believe his stable name was. So yes, well done.
We will see Wyn Morris return now for the overall Welsh Parkbred Championship later on. So we're wondering if he will be shooting off to Hannah. I'm not sure.
Right, back to the sheep shearing ring, and I do believe this is another veterans final, but for the age group between 50 and 60.
Are we going up or are we going down?
Well, the standard's the same.
No, I think these young men in here will dispute you on that comment then, and there we are. We've seen young Howell Havard on number 1, and everyone in the competition is a Welshman, and one lady in amongst them, and Howell Havard, Stella Pugh, Clive Hamer, Alwyn Mancini, Andrew Morris and Brian Saki. So this is a all One Nation final, and they're giving it the works, aren't they, Gar?
Yeah, indeed, they've been working very hard, in fairness, and we have seen especially as far as the ladies are concerned, I think Stella Pugh was competing in the ladies heats, certainly. So we saw Lucy Parrish, I think, from England in the other finals. So, you know, these shearers have been at it for quite a while already today.
I think as yesterday when Ewan said they've shown a lot of sheep. But to be fair, I said then, no, it's not. But I think perhaps as we're going up in the age groups here, perhaps these young men are feeling it more than the regular shearers as of yesterday's competition. But no, the few sheep they shear in the final there will be not a great deal to these seasoned competitors. And Andrew Morris there then, another one going down the porthole. Not too sure how many he's got left, but he's going very, very well, and good shearer in his own right. And Alwyn Mancini there in shot was going well, and Brian Saki, another one going down the porthole at the other end, and then
Clive Hamer there in trap number 3. He's Alwyn Mancini.
Back with Howell there in number 1 briefly. And as I stated earlier on then, when you're on number 1, you are at sort of the disadvantage slightly when all the doors are banging behind you. You're thinking, well, goodness gracious, how far am I behind? But if you're thinking about that, you're not concentrating on your job. So everyone and Andrew Morris there coming down the last side. And Andrew Morris looks, to be honest with you, if he's the first one to finish. And you can hear with a round of applause from the big crowd that's watching. And there we go, Alwyn Mancini. There's another one that has finished. But anyway, let's hope we come back later on and see the result.
Yes, let's hope so indeed. But Andrew Morris was the first to end there. Aaron is with the guinea pigs. Who has he got with him here, I wonder? He had a chat with him last year. Mary, Hannah and Nancy. Mary, Hannah and Nancy. I think, if I'm right in thinking, that Aaron spoke with the three of them last year. But they've grown a little since, obviously, and they've had some success again this year. They've had 3 firsts, 5 seconds and 4 thirds. We'll go through them slowly. Right, let's have a look. You show us which ones are yours.
Put him in the jokes, please.
Sorry.
I'm all shook up.
Sorry.
Right, down in line. Beth sy'n nesa?
Ianto.
Ianto, right.
Dilys.
Ianto, Dilys. That's a good point. Who chooses the names? We do. Well, my mother puts the entries in and then she asks us to come up with a name. It's a bit last minute, but there we are. What have we got here? Come on, Nancy, show me the next one.
Martha.
That's Martha. And she's had a red card as well. Tell us about Martha. She's 1.5 years old. She's a crested sow. Right, why crested sow? Well, you can see just on the forehead there's like a diamond shape there. Here we go. Oh, here's my friend here, Aaron. How are you, Aaron? No, I'm not going to hold you this year. You scrapped me last year. Scratched me good and proper. Come on, Nancy, show me another one. Who's this? Tavy.
Bryn wedyn.
Bryn.
Bobby.
And Bobby. Oh, there's more. Myfanwy.
Right, okay.
Tanni. Eileen wedyn.
Like Eileen. Come on, Eileen.
Falle fydd hi yn Seren.
Seren, maen nhw gyd yn Seren.
Well, they're all... Oh, hello. What have you got there? Where did that tortoise come from? That's not a guinea pig, is it? No, it's a tortoise. I knew that. Emrys.
Yeah.
And he's mine.
No.
Does he bite? No. Can I hold him? Oh, how am I supposed to hold him? Careful, Aaron. Please don't drop him. Oh, crikey. Hiya, Emrys. Right. Where did you get Emrys from? We had him last October from Swansea. We saved him because he hadn't had a really happy life in Swansea. He was very sad. He's out of his shell now. Haha, boom, boom. And he's had the red card today. Well, there we are. You've been very busy. And you've been feeding everybody in the shed as well. And giving them plenty of the water. Does he have water? He has a bath once a week. That's how he soaks the water in. That's how he hydrates himself. He drinks the water in the bath. There we are. Congratulations to the 3 of them. And we hopefully will see you next year as well. Back to the main ring.
Thank you, Gareth. Yes, we are back here now, and what a wonderful shot that is of the female champion and reserve and them against the male champion and reserve.
I know, and they really are very, very similar types. You can really tell that she has stuck to what she likes today.
And what I love is that they are just miniature versions of the cobs.
Oh, they
proper
really
little
are.
ponies.
They really are. Very, very quality as well, aren't they?
In shot, we've got at the moment the female champion, Menai Curiosa.
That's right.
And on the side of your shot there, we see Simon Charlesworth.
With Nayad Park black dress.
So, and then now we see the winner male championship at Crossfield Casino there with Derek Dykes. So a difficult decision for Nicola, but I'm sure this is what she's been dreaming of, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Too busy 2 days for her.
It really has. It's not only an honour to bring a horse to the show, it's an honour to have a once-in-a-lifetime time to judge here. I judged the ridden section C's here, gosh, could be about 10 years ago now, and it really was fantastic.
You must have been fit then, because we saw the section C's in the morning and there was about 20, 30 odd to ride. So.
Yeah, it is quite, I'm not as fit now. I don't know how I'd cope. But,
The stewards look like they are collecting, so I think a decision has been made. We wouldn't be able to show without the work of these stewards.
Oh, they really are everything. The stewards and everybody that helps, they all volunteers, and without them we wouldn't have a show.
I think a decision has been made, Gemma.
It looks like it is, and I believe it's gone to the Menai stud, the Menai and Friley stud, Menai Curiosa, the 15-year-old mare, and she looks magnificent for her age, doesn't she?
Thomas there at the helm, and he's roped in his friend Richard there to handle the foal.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to those two.
Yes, and Richard has been a previous winner here as well.
He has, yes, Richard himself. I do believe off camera you can see that the reserve also went to the female reserve, so she went for girl power today.
She did. Nayard Park Black Dress by David and Sean Morris. So congratulations to the Menai stud with Menai Curiosa, and in reserve we have Nayard Park Black Dress, the two females.
Now hopefully she'll go back to the stables, have a quick drink and be as bright as a button ready for the Supremes later on. We'll have a quick interview with Hannah now.
O'n i'n disgwyl yn y dosbarth, a nawr wyt ti'n bencampwr yr adran eg yn Sioe Frenhinol Cymru.
Mae'n deimlad anhygoel.
He's just saying it's an incredible feeling and he's got no words. He said that he never expected to win the class, but then once he won the class and he started seeing what was winning, he was hopeful, but he still never thought it would happen.
Wel, di'n wyllt fel sy'n honest, ond beth oedd yn hyfryd fyd, os fi'n iawn, ceffil eich anti-uncle oedd yn y gil wobr.
Ie, na ni, fi'n really blesu Sian.
So he's basically, Sian is his auntie. So he's saying that it's a family fair because Champion and Reserve were their family, the Joneses in Friarley and Menai Stud in Ceredigion, and the reserve went to Sian Morris in the north. So, like I said, a quick drink for the men. We'll see her back in the Supremes later.
Dyn ni'n ôl efo'r coed, a mae yna gystadleuaeth newydd gychwyn y pren yn sef.
Welcome back to the showground, and we're back in the forestry area with, well, Bill Waki is with Aaron. Oh, wow, that didn't take long. I was going to say we met the daughter, Marina. Now we get a chance to meet the father. It took him 5 blows there to finish on this side. The guy from Scotland's just finished as well. Aaron's just asking, how can he manage to do it so quickly? Has he got a better axe or what? It's technique and power, that's all it is. And we've got Dewi Pugh there in the blue, the left-hander.
Ie. O, chi'n dweud cynt bod o Australia ac yn torri coed caled.
The guy who won, apparently, is from Australia, and he's used to felling hardwoods. So this, so Aaron's suggesting, so this would be like chopping a banana, but there we are. And everybody's finished apart from Dewi. Dewi's been competing every day this week, and he's from Bala, which is where Bill Huaki lives. I mean, he's a New Zealander, Bill, but there we are. And there we go. Dewi's finished. Well done, Dewi Pugh.
Wel, mae'n dweud, mae ddim yn afod ddim byd ar ôl 11 neithiwr.
Rwy'n coelio fo. Dyna diwedd honna, Bill. Diolch am y sgwrs.
Croeso, ddim problem.
Does dim rhaid I chi fod yma I fwynhau.
Well, you don't have to be at the show to enjoy it. Join in the fun by following us on Facebook, Instagram, X and TikTok. On Facebook and X, search for Ashoy to watch clips of all the action, including the competitions and our roaming coverage from around the showground. And head to Instagram and TikTok for a behind-the-scenes look, plus all the fun and entertainment from across the show. And visit s4c.cymru for details of S4C's privacy notice.
Drwy gydol y dydd, I ni'n adeiladu.
And it's back we go to the main ring.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to Special 126, which is the overall Welsh Park Bred champion. So we're definitely coming to the end, and it looks like she has made her final decision on the Thistledown mare, so the overall mare champion. So fantastic. Number 1369, it's Gareth Lapping and his wife Kerry. So congratulations to those. I know they'll probably be very emotional after this. They were quite emotional after the class.
They were very emotional, and what a fantastic achievement for Mr. Sandy Anderson, winning the championship for the Parkbreds 2 years in a row.
That's some achievement, isn't it?
Yes, so last year I do believe it was with a colt, and this time it's with a broodmare.
So yes, it's wonderful to see his breeding doing so well, not only in the Welsh ponies but in the Welsh Park Bred. This mare, Thistledown Precious, she is a 7-year-old mare, so a lovely stamp of a show pony there.
And as Gerald alluded to earlier about the little bit of grass, you could see Gareth there shaking the rosette, trying to get those ears forward. It just changes the overall picture of what we want to achieve with these ponies.
Yeah, the grass must be running out now, so he's
and you
using the rosette instead.
You can see the beautiful quarter marks on these ponies, which we don't see on the Welsh ponies. So if you see on the back end of the mare, you can see that she has a triangular shape marks and tooth, that we call them shark's teeth. So on the top you use a tiny comb and you do it diagonally into almost an upside down pyramid, and then you can see lower down on the quarters you can see 3 shark's teeth, and those are to make the back end look bigger.
Yeah, it's just
stronger,
to accentuate, to highlight the extra precious. So we saw a shot there of the lovely award that they're winning here.
So here's our winner of the Welsh Park Bred section. Congratulations, Mr. Sandy Anderson, with the lovely Thistledown Precious, who we'll be seeing later in the price in hand final. So congratulations, Gareth and Kelly, who have done a fantastic job producing.
And the foal is still looking sprightly as well.
It really is. They'll probably go back, have a bit of water, hopefully a glass of champagne, and we'll see them a little bit later.
Yes. Gareth Lapping, champion Welsh Park Bred at the Royal Welsh Show.
Oh, we can't believe it. Especially last year we was champion with a stallion, and obviously now with a broodmare.
You've got a bit more to do this afternoon now as well, haven't you? You thought you'd finished.
Yeah, I did, to be honest. I think they may want to finish as well, to be honest, but we don't mind. It'll be good to take part.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got a couple of hours now, a bit of downtime for yourself and the mare and foal, because there's a lot for the foals as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely. Yeah, she's tired. She probably want a little bit of a rest, but I'm sure they'll enjoy coming back in.
I'm sure they will. And this massive grandstand here really does make them come alive, doesn't it?
Oh, definite. Yeah, it does lift them up, and she seemed to enjoy it, to be honest.
And you?
Yeah, I love it.
All the running, you love it.
Yeah.
Well, many, many congratulations and good luck in the championships later on.
Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr.
Well, Aaron is still in the forestry area, and he's still with Bill Huaki, and these are the best. And I've got one of the best with me as well, Bill Huaki. The fastest is closest to us, and the slowest is at the far end. Yep, this gentleman here. I'll keep an eye on this one.
Matthias Klima.
Matthias Klima from Czechia. And Aaron just said I've seen him a couple of times this week. Matthias Klima.
Dave Thomas and local boy and
Dave Thomas is next to him.
Yeah. A dwi'n gesio mae Dutch ydy'r nesa.
And then there's a Dutch guy there in third place.
But
the favourite, without a doubt, is the gentleman who's closest to the camera.
My own, actually, my loads are Europe.
And as Bill Huaki said, you need to keep an eye on this guy. There's a bit of a delay before they start, but they're ready to go. Here we are.
Seamus,
the left-handed Czechia axeman. Just look at the power. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's not the first to turn though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blows. And Matthias Klima, he's won comfortably. Dave Thomas is still struggling. One other blow perhaps to finish it off. No, still going. Well, he's got to finish in third place. And the other Welshman came second. The Dutch gentleman has finished as well. But Matthias Klima from Czechia was a clear winner.
Yeah, well, per heat.
Oh, well,
So 2 from this heat will go through to the final. The Tom and Sprightly Championship to find the best of the Welsh sections. Sections A, B, C and D have all had their share of success.
Gore o'r bridiau Cymreig 2019.
Wedi dewis yr adran B, Red Heartbeat. Yr adran C, Donis Dicturbin.
But Section A has won the last 2 titles, proving that greatness isn't defined by size. Could it be a hat-trick for Section A this year? We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's return to the main ring for the highlights of the afternoon here on the last day. Let's join Anwen and Gemma.
Thank you, Gareth. Yes, so we look like we are coming in for the finale of the Welsh Breeds, which is the Tom and Sprightly Cup, something that all of the Welsh Breeds will want to achieve at some point in their what their aim is for a thing. What we see here is the champion of the Welsh Section Bs, Moel Garnedd Mimosa. She's a 13-year-old mare, if I stand corrected.
That's right, yes, owned by Nell Llewellyn Williams.
And then a fabulous shot there of our champion yesterday who won the Prince of Wales.
That's right.
The Glencoch studs, Glencoch Capoeira.
Wonderful, yes, led by Adrian from the Glencoch studs.
Now,
so...
Gemma, you were not with us yesterday,
No,
so
I
you
wasn't.
haven't heard the story of this lucky sock that he's got on his hand.
Well, I was wondering why he's got something on his hand.
He unfortunately had an accident with a knife while opening a bag of feed for the animals, and he severed some tendons. So this time last week, I do believe he was having some surgery in Morriston Hospital. So he's there's a little white frame underneath there, and the sock is to protect the things.
I was wondering why but hey, it's a very lucky sock. So.
And then who have we got in front of us now?
We have Crumpwell Blue Painter. This is led by Nicole Kelly. He is a 14-year-old Section A stallion, and they've owned him for the last 13 years. So
they brought him from Pembrokeshire then as a foal, because Crumpwell is a stud down in Pembrokeshire.
It is. And he also he drives.
So a wonderful example of how versatile these little ponies are.
He's been second here twice with the wagon. So, yes, when I spoke to Nicole, she said he is her pony of a lifetime. So winning here yesterday,
this week. She was very emotional, wasn't she?
Very, very emotional.
And he's going really well for her.
Really well.
Covering that ground and that little rhythm.
He looks magnificent, and a lot of washing has gone into that.
Very much so. They've got
sparkling white.
They've got shares in the shampoo industry.
Absolutely. So yes, so we're seeing each of them. Our breeds will do a trot up in front of our judge. It's obviously to check their movement. He'll check them from a side profile.
So who have we got judging this Tom and Sprightly then?
We have got Mr. Christopher Jones. He said he's now retired, but also stepped back as a main ring bilingual equestrian commentator at the Royal Welsh, so doing similar job to what we're doing today. He's attended the Royal Welsh every year since he moved to Llanelwedd, so couldn't be more local.
He couldn't, could he? No,
no, absolutely.
And he's an honorary life member and a vice president of the Welsh Pony and Cob Society, so an accolade for him. And look at the concentration on his face. We see there the winner of the Section C that we only saw briefly ago, Menai Curiosa, still looking bright in herself, isn't she?
Some of the ponies that have been going today have been going all day, so yeah, they've all had a couple of hours back at the stable, and looks like she is as fresh and bright as she was early this morning.
But I do love this mare. She won the Prince of Wales yesterday. I saw her winning as a youngster in a Tyvi Sideshow a few years ago, and I was desperate to put a saddle on her then, and I would still love to steal her now, but I don't think Jan and Alan and Adrian would allow for me to have.
I don't think so, especially after this week. I don't think she'll be going anywhere at all, will she?
She is looking an absolute picture.
She really is, she really is. Also spoke to Adrian this week, and she said he was champion at 3 counties, and she's only been this is the only show she's been to this year before the Royal Welsh. It's her first time at the Royal Welsh as well, and she was also shown as a youngster 5 times, winning 4 Supremes of shows, so she's done quite well.
She has, yes, she has. So I think this is where they've done their initial trots now. He's had a quick brief look. Now he's going to ask them to have that final walk around where you can see this is a wonderful shot of how straight this pony is moving. And then we will hopefully come back to this championship later on when it's concluded.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Emma. And when Aled Rhys-Jones, the chief executive, is with Nia, it's his 4th show this year, and this week has flown by. At the start of the week, they said, as a team, we were ready. And as from the first Sunday and the service in the Shearers Shed, there were 100 people in the choir singing on that night, and Brecknockshire has really enjoyed themselves in the middle of it all. Yeah, Gethin Havard has been a great leader with a smile on his face, and the whole family really, as well as Teleri, the ambassador, lady ambassador. The Welsh language has been have been obvious as well. And all the activities that's happened leading up to this week. And he has been a star, I must say. And that's the thing about the feature counties. They put their stamp on their particular week. You know, and the money that they raise is being invested here on the showground. Yeah, everything you can see around me here, this is the investment from the members. 1963 was the first time it was held here. And every feature county has left a stamp on the showground. This year, Cynefin, the sheep village, is a new venture. It is a bit of an experiment, but the money raised by Brecknockshire this year will be invested in making it better. And for a county that celebrates sheep, I can't think of anywhere better to invest the money. We had the Hawkston Choir here on Monday, of course. Yeah, it's been the Festival of Song here this week. 3,000 people there listening to the choir. They sang for the first time in Welsh, singing Calon Lan, and the 3,000 were stood on their feet to applaud the choir. It's a wonderful atmosphere here. People asking what time the choir performing. Why do you think they have had so much interest? Well, I don't know. I know many people who have a connection with the show. Aled Pentre Mawr, of course, we're used to seeing him singing the anthem in the sheep shearing shed before Wales take on New Zealand, and he has been part of the choir, and of course they've been able to talk and bring to the fore some very important issues such as mental health and whatever. But I was talking to several members of the choir after they'd finished. They were very, very emotional. They had experienced the love that was around the showground on that Monday. You'll have to get a choir every year. Well, don't know about that. I won't have any hair left. Looking back at the end of the week, Aled, are you going to have a smile on your face? Yes, without a doubt. It's been great. I have a very special team, and it's them who deserve the credit.
Aled, diolch o galon. Da ni wedi cael sioe dda.
Yes, Aled, thank you very much. We have had a great show. Right, back to the main ring for the Thomond Sprightly Cup.
Yes, so we're coming back now where we are seeing the Section A just on the corner of your shot coming out for her individual show in front of Mr. Christopher Jones here, our judge for today. So he's having his first opportunity to have a look up close and personal, Gemma.
He is. So what he's basically looking at is the limbs, so his legs, so the quality to make sure that there's no conformation faults. So this is the only time that they get to go up and close to the ponies. So he's looking at side profile to make sure his body is all in proportion, and obviously going behind to check its hocks, which are his back legs. And what he'll do now is walk away and trot back, so it enables Mr. Jones to see how he moves.
So they're looking for the straightness of the action, really,
aren't
they?
That's correct, yes. So you don't want legs to be thrown in every direction. You want them almost as straight as you can.
And it's so difficult to keep them calm and collected to be able to walk properly in front of that grandstand.
That's correct. So we're looking on the TV now. We're on the same side of the grandstand, so you can't actually see the atmosphere or feel the atmosphere. As soon as you go close to it, it almost has this buzz. So it is very, very difficult to keep them calm and quiet.
But he seems to have behaved for Nicole, hasn't he?
He has. He's done a very good job.
And after seeing her so emotional yesterday, I think it's just a memory that she will cherish forever.
Oh, absolutely, and so she should. So this is sometimes a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for people to be in these championships. So even if you don't win, you've done very, very well to get this
very much so. We see here the champion Section B, as Gemma alluded earlier, travelled all the way down from Scotland. Moel Garnedd Mimosa.
Beautiful Section B mare, isn't she? So you can see the size difference now from the Section A to the B. So it's lovely now that we can actually see them all in comparison.
And she's a fair bit lighter in type.
That's right. So a little bit lighter in bone, isn't she? So she'll be standing taller than the Section A. Being a mare as well, she'll be longer in proportion. They tend to be longer than...
but the Bs have got that extra elegance. They want them to be a little
quality,
bit rider riding pony type.
That's correct. That's correct. And obviously you can see she looks narrower.
Yes.
Than what the Section B was, and longer and taller.
So the Section A was a workhorse around the farm, wasn't it? And the B was that little bit more elegant, but still had the Welshness about it and be able to do some work. Yeah, her pricking her ears there and looking the part.
That's right, and slightly more a longer movement as well, a longer, straighter movement.
Yes, less knee action, isn't
That's
it? She's
right.
covering the ground with a little less knee.
That's correct. So
but she's gone well.
Very well, very calm and quiet.
Very proud of the show that she's done. So
next we have the Menai Curiosa, that's right. So the black mare, so you can see here with their foal. So it's not the foal that they're judging now, it's the mare that's won the overall section. And we can see Thomas feeding her grass, so it enables them to stand still. Stand as square as possible.
The stance is so important as well, doesn't it? It makes a difference to what the judge is looking at. If you stretch them out too much, it makes the legs look weak in the back end. But if
they're stood, so the side that we can see, she looks shorter. So this is not the side that the judge would want to see. If the judge came to the side that we have the cameras, you'd see Thomas move her back. So it just makes her look longer, more scopy. So standing up is so important, and the people in the ring here are certainly the best of the best at doing this, and that's why they are here today. So again, we'll see Menai Curiosa walk away and trot back. She looks nice and calm, and what you've noticed now, they'll pull the foal away, and you can see her almost looking for the foal. So what it encourages her to do is have a year's prick to look for her foal and trot.
And she's been doing that all morning, and I think so. It's working, isn't it?
That's correct. And back to the C's and D's, you'll see a more of a knee action as well now, and they tend to run at the longer end of the line with them, so she moves well for a Section C, and she's a very, very good example.
And I don't know if you notice, they sometimes go better at the back end once they've come away from that
quite
grandstand.
often, don't they? It's a little. It really does have a buzzy atmosphere in front of that grandstand. Some ponies cope and some don't, but this Section D mare is magnificent, isn't she? She is fantastic. She is a proper model, and her years are pricked, and she's a very, very happy mare.
I love how clean she is from her shoulders into her front.
Very quality. Very, very quality, and a beautiful shoulder, hasn't she, which her head just sits on correctly. You could certainly put a nice saddle behind that, as
well as a nice saddle. You've got a good depth of body there, so plenty of room for a foal. And look how beautiful that foal is. She's doing it really well as well.
Absolutely.
She just needs to settle now, make sure she walks a bit straighter. But again, because the foal has been taken away, and I think you said earlier, Gemma, this is her first show here at the Royal Welsh.
Yeah, this is her first show.
She would never have experienced this grandstand and this atmosphere before.
Not at all. So hopefully now, as soon as she turns, she'll see her foal, and you watch those years prick. There we go.
There we are.
There she's
Fantastic
looking for the foal.
Shot.
And these boys are fit, running with these these cobs. They've been running for days, it feels like, and that ring is a huge ring. It really is. So hopefully we'll be back in shortly to see the results.
A phendilio pwy fydd yn ennill cwpan fythol Tom and Sprightly 2026.
Welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground at Llanelwedd. We're going straight back to the main ring.
Thank you, and welcome back to the Tom and Sprightly. And as you can see, we've got a beautiful side profile of all of our overall Welsh winners. We've got our Section A, Crumpwell Blue Painter, our Section B, Morganedd Mimosa, our Black Section C, Menai Curiosa, and what was the Section D with the Anwen?
Glencoch Capoeira.
There we go. I'll let you pronounce that one for the rest of the day.
We see a shot there of our judge, Mr. Christopher Jones, doing a final walk around. He's of the Llamri stud, who commentated on this Tom and Sprightly many a times. So quite an honour for him to judge it. The concentration on his face, Gemma, I think says it all.
It does, it does. It's a huge honour for him to stand in the ring here today, and I wonder what he will go for.
Well, my money's on the Section D. I love her. So I don't know if you're going to put your money where your mouth is, but
he's taken his hat off. He's having a chat to the steward, so we will see now. It's all very quiet. I'm sure we can hear a pin drop in that grandstand.
Yes,
and their hearts are pounding of the people leading the horses.
Falle bod ti'n iawn, David.
There we go. Let's see, he's having a very big discussion. Very, very difficult decision. So here we go. And our overall champion.
Looks like it goes to the C.
Section C. So it's congratulations to the Menai stud with Menai Curiosa.
We saw her earlier this morning, so if you've been with us all morning, the 15-year-old broodmare with Thomas Jones of the Menai stud at the helm, and he's roped his friend in there, Richard Pittman, to handle the foal. And I think the reserve has gone to the B.
It certainly has, yeah. She's made her worthwhile trip all the way from Scotland with Morganedd Mimosa, so Nell Llewellyn Williams. So I'm sure they are absolutely delighted to have the icing on the cake after winning the section. So yes, here we go. Here's the final lap of honour for the Tom and Sprightly. This is Menai Curiosa, the winner from the Section C Welsh pony of Cob type. Congratulations.
Sired by Menai Calon Lan out of a Menai Lady Curious, for those interested in the bloodlines. So let's see, we'll have a quick chat with Hannah. Let's see what we think.
Brydfa Menai, chi newydd ennill y Tom and Sprightly Cup?
Oh, sa'n ei credu beth. Honest to God, when i'n gweud na gyda fwy ffili credu.
He just says, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Mae stoc neis y gros yr sections I gyd.
He's saying how wonderful the quality has been across all of the sections.
One trick pony yw I fi, mae wedi cael tipyn o lwyddiant y Menai Gorffennol.
So dechreuodd hi, hon oedd actually cynta I fi cael cynta yn y Royal Welsh da.
So he said when she was a 2-year-old filly, she was the first winner that Thomas had ever had at the Royal Welsh, when this was 2 years old, and she's 15 now.
Reserve young stock, a wedyn, just neis cael I fel caseg.
He's just so glad that he's been able to keep her looking perfect. And Hannah's asked him for one word to describe that feeling. And he's basically said there's no words, but if he could find a word, you probably wouldn't be able to put it on the telly. So well done, Thomas.
From the main ring into the sheep shearing shed. Now then, is it fair to say, Gerald, that the serious competition is over and that this, brings proceedings to an end? It's the axe women against the shearers, and we will see the axe men against the shearers later. But this is a little bit of fun between the two set of competitors.
Yes, it is indeed. It's designed for a crowd pleaser, but still, I'm sure the shearers and the axe ladies that are on display would like to win. So at the moment, I would go as far to say is the shearers are quite a distance in front because of the first shearer show very, very quickly and got out way in front of the axe person. And now the second shearer is out in way in front, and the next shearer is poised to go.
And they're away.
they're away.
The ex-women are behind.
Just a bit at the moment.
All I'll say on this front, Gerald, is, you know, if you're an axe-woman or an axeman, you've got to be pretty accurate, haven't you?
You're worried about cutting the sheep when you shear him, but you're worried about cutting yourself when you got that axe in your hand.
I'll say.
To be fair, the axe women probably had a slight disadvantage, and I think perhaps the context could be that if they give them a full wool sheep to shear, not a crutched or a half-bellied particular sheep, but it does look as if the young ladies are going to prevail in this competition, because unfortunately the axe ladies are way behind at the moment.
Yeah, and the thing is,
it could be a long-lasting job for the last axe lady, but this particular lady is coming down the last leg on the sheep, and it looks as if the shearers are going to win by a considerable amount.
But the thing is, you know, with a log like that, if you've got a knot in it or whatever,
oh yeah,
it's going to delay you.
I think if I was the last axe person now, I'd be away by now anyway. I had a job to adhere to the rules by now, wouldn't you? And now's the axe lady's turn in for on the log, so the poor lady on the end is on a solo mission in terms of trying to break that last log.
Yeah, she's not going to be competing.
No,
she's going to be taking part in an exhibition.
That's quite right, and as I say,
and she's off anyway.
She's away anyway.
Yeah,
I think I'd have gone long before that. I don't think there's many rules to adhere to now, is there? Let's get on with it.
Exactly.
Perhaps the lady in third position hoping that she doesn't pass her, then that's the only sort of no, good bit of fun, as you did to be earlier in the conversation. Then this is all part and parcel of fun and a crowd pleaser, and there you go, the third place lady is through, and not too far behind is the fourth lady, and I'm sure they'll get a real good round of applause from the crowd watching.
The thing is as well, I mean, you've got to take into consideration, I suppose, with the heat and everything. If that axe is slipping out of your hand, you've got to...
There you go, fair dues to her, and a good round of applause for her from the crowd and fellow competitors, and obviously the shearers.
Well, we will be back, because there's going to be more than one leg between the axemen and the shearers, but that's to come later on.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Georgia.
Showground, and we're going straight back to the main ring.
Thank you, Gareth. And we're looking now, we're at the south end of the main ring where we are seeing the culmination of the Ridden Supreme Championship. And in our shot at the moment is Rebecca Penny riding the Ridden Coloured, who won here on Monday, I believe, Gemma.
That's right, yes. It's a very, very busy week this week for everyone that's showing. And I believe Rebecca Penny is going to and from the Royal International in Hickstead. So it's a good 6-7 hour journey each way from here. And she's come all the way back from Monday to compete in this class.
So the pony's name is Berg Wallace Storm Chaser, and if I'm right, I think he won the in-hand championship.
He did
as well.
He did. He had a fantastic day. So he's a stallion and has done very, very well over the past few years. Won many shows. Spoke to Rebecca earlier in the week, and she had a long list of classes that he had won, starting from. Here we go. It was. He's been champion at Great Yorkshire, Lincoln, Royal Highland, won at Windsor. He's qualified for Horse of the Year show and the new Royal London show. And he is also champion at the Royal Welsh Winter Fair.
So quite a successful.
Yeah, he was champion at the Spring Fair and now here. So he's won all of the Royal Welshes, which is quite a difficult thing to do, I would say.
So we have a wonderful shot here of the champion ridden show hunter pony, and this is the Longhouse Cherub, aka known as Chad at home. He won the 14-hand show hunter ponies, and he is owned by Amanda Jones from Ceredigion and ridden in the ring here by her daughter Patrina. They've owned him for 2.5 years, but actually Patrina has produced this pony herself, and she's only a teenager, so what a wonderful accolade for her.
It really is. It's lovely to see the children doing this job themselves. It's a very difficult job before and after school as well.
Yes, and I know that she does a bit of everything. She jumps him, she does dressage, she's qualified for the Pet Plan finals for those of you in the dressage. She also does eventing, and she was a winner of the Ridden Partbreds here last year.
So yeah, she has got many accolades under her belt at such a young age, hasn't she? So you see a hunter pony here will have a slightly more bone than the show pony type.
Down little hunter, isn't it?
That's right. Yes, it is. It is. So you see the big hunters that will go hunting all day, lots of bone and full of quality. And our judge today is Jennifer Lauriston Clark. So Jenny Lauriston Clark is widely regarded as one of the greatest British dressage riders and trainers of all time.
Following her Catherston stud, and I was in awe of Jenny when she used to be riding these horses.
I think I would be very nervous riding in front of her in this. It's scary enough in front of the grandstand, but in front of Jenny Lauriston Clark, I'm sure she'll be looking at absolutely every little detail.
Yes, because as soon as she stopped competing herself, she moved into training, and she's been a wonderful teacher and trainer for a lot of these people. So Patrina, they're doing a wonderful job coming back to the halt at the end of her show, and wonderful that she's given him a nice loose rein to go back to the line.
That's right. So they're all doing individual shows. They would have done a go-round all together where Jennifer would have been able to see them walk, trot and canter together. So now they're doing individual shows where she can have a close-up look at their conformation, have a little chat.
So we look like we've gone from little to large, Gemma.
We really have. We really have. And this is a wonderful spectacle now. This is quite new. Especially more in the Horse of the Year show world qualifiers. I think it's the last 2 or 3 years we've had the final at Horse of the Year show, and it is really growing from strength to strength.
Now explain to me, Gemma, why is this young lady taken one hand off the reins?
Well, this is the creme de la creme. So you've got to do an individual show that stands out. So a little bit of one-handed, a little bit of, I think she's doing a canter serpentine or no changes of the rein. But yes, you've got to try and stand out. At the end of the day, these are show animals, and we're here to
So is it basically showing how mannerly this horse is and how light?
And light and how easy to ride. Really light. He's a huge animal, and yet he looks like you could ride him all day, couldn't he?
He looks very comfortable.
Really comfortable, really light in his hands, and we'll come back and have a look how we get on a little bit later.
Fantastic shot there, and yes, we look forward to come back into this end of the ring later.
Well, we will be back in the main ring, of course, but Nia is joined by the feature county president, Gethin Harvard, and his wife, Kerry, and of course, the show is drawing to a close and it's a time of reflection, and Gethin saying it's a sad thing that the show is coming to an end, but the experience has made a family from Sennybridge very, very happy. We've got some brilliant memories, and we've got a county that's been an inspiration, and that's what's really nice about it. How glad are you, Kerry, about the support you've had and the young people behind you as well? Oh, really happy, really proud. Friends, family, the community within Brecknockshire have come on the journey with us, and they've all enjoyed. We've all got experiences that will last a lifetime. And you've also managed, Gethin, to remind us of, you know, the generation, the Epynt generation, if you like, where we lost a Welsh community, and the language, of course, that was part of that community, and we managed to stop the Senny Valley from being drowned back in the 60s. The language still exists and is actually getting or going from strength to strength. It's such a nice situation to be in. But in a week of highlights, is there something that stands out? Oh, there's so many, to be honest. We started on the Sunday with a service, Moliant y Maes, and that was quite an experience to have a choir of 100 people. Majority of them had never sung in a choir before and had worked hard for over a year and enjoyed every minute, and individuals who will have, you know, memories that will last a long, long time. But there's been so many highlights within the 4 days, and of course the Sheep Village, Gethin, was a new venture, and yes, it's something that's very very appropriate for a county that has so many sheep. And another thing we've seen as well is all the work that goes on to market our Welsh produce. That's been a highlight as well, and an eye-opener. And upstairs in the business lounge above the food hall, you know, the supermarkets and the businesses that come there to look for deals and whatever, and somebody took me around and showed me, you know, they were only Shepherd's biscuits, but Fortnum and Masons have done a deal, and that's what we want here in Wales. We've got the produce, the best produce in the world. What we need to find is the markets to sell them. Well, it's been great to have your leadership. Obviously, it's not coming to an end, because the Winter Fair will be here before you can turn around. You'll be wearing a different coat, and you won't need the hat then either. But what would you... I mean, your family has been farming for years in Brecknockshire. Yeah, been there for almost 1,000 years. We came down with the 1093 with the Normans. We have I've been there for many years. I mean, we have been farming in Senny Valley for about over 350 years, working the land, producing food, keeping the language alive, and supporting the community. That's our job. Thank you both, Gethin and Kerry, for a fantastic show. But the show isn't over yet, because we have the highlights to come in the main ring, and that's where we're going now.
We are, and we're back in the penultimate of the in-hand championship, aren't we?
We've jumped up to the north end now, and this is the Supreme in-hand. So all of the champions over the 4 days come back to contest this Supreme. So we see a shot there of the winner of the Riding Pony Breeding, which was on Tuesday, Mender Spring Storm, owned by Mandy Godden.
That's right, and not only do you come Supreme here, but you also qualified for Horse of the Year show for the Price in Hand Family Championship, which is so difficult to qualify. I think there's only between 15 and 18 qualifiers in the country.
It's not a lot,
and you not only have to win your class, but your section, your championship of your section, and then overall Supreme at
and we've
show.
Got a whole array, as you can see there. We've got the Hunter Champion, the Show Hunter Pony Breeding, the Miniature
Shetland, the Palomino.
That was it.
which also did very well in the lead rein. So again, it's nice to see the versatility. We're walking past the section D.
So we saw a quick shot of our judge there, and the judge for this is slightly different to the Tom and Sprightly that we saw. So it's this time into the ring is Mr. Martin Jones from Cowbridge. And he is the Chaseford stud. And he generally breeds riding ponies, partbreds and section Bs. So it will be interesting if he goes for what he breeds or whether he will go for something entirely different.
Absolutely. I think he was champion with a pony that he bred in the lead rein and first ridden show ponies back at Horse of the Year show, probably talking about 15 years ago, but he does breed some beautiful ponies. So yes, we've got a very...
they're all being called forward now to do an individual. So like we saw in the Tom and Sprightly, this is Martin's chance to have a look at the close-up of the conformation of each different type. But actually, speaking to him earlier, he said he does have a bit of a history with thoroughbred stallions for quite a few years, as well as the hunting and the team chasing. So there may be a little bit of something towards the hunters.
Absolutely. It's what stands out in the day. So I think in front of us, we've got the champion hunter breeding, which is led by Simon Charlesworth, who's had a very successful... That's right. Yesterday he was running at 100 miles an hour with a Welsh Cob stallion, coming second, and here we've got a beautiful hunter breeding. So this is a young animal that hopefully be out under saddle in the next couple of years. Ashley's Dignified, owned by Ashley Anderson. So yes, a lovely quality horse
there,
yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
And I think a walk is such an important pace, and it's really
it's got a very elegant front, hasn't it? And yeah, it's got a little bit of growing to do, but now we'll have Mr. Jones trot up in front of him and just see what Martin likes. And very, very elegant move, as you can see, are different to the Cobs, but a very long floating movement in front.
Floating
very
is
straight.
The word, isn't it?
Really
it does
is.
glide over the ground.
Across. That's it. And hopefully for the use of the hunter is obviously to go hunting in a... That's its main purpose, so hopefully have a day's out hunting. So here we have the hunter pony breeding. So now we've gone from the hunter breeding down to the smaller version, which is the hunter pony breeding.
And that is exactly what it should be. It should be a miniature version of what we just saw.
That's right. We've got the broodmare here, so she's got her foal at foot, which you can see at the side.
And this is Brookvale Lady Crawley, owned by Conor McCormick. And she won her section on Tuesday morning down in the horse ring.
That's
so
right.
This will be a first time for her into this environment.
Absolutely. Very different. It's very different in this ring. A lot more space, obviously the grandstand. So, but again, she's behaving impeccably. With a broodmare, they are a little bit older, so they could have had a ridden career beforehand, and this could be her.
She is also striding out very nicely.
Very
there.
nicely,
So
yes.
again, showing the similar walk to the hunter breeding.
That's right.
But it's just a little bit upset now because the foal is headed in the other direction.
But again, as we can see, trotting beautifully, and she really does flick her toes. Beautiful moving mare, and a lovely shine on her coat. So very.
And I believed handled in the ring today by Charles Chadwick. He's done a fantastic job there. And I think this is the miniature Shetland now that is coming out to see us here. So we've gone from little to large, or the other direction, I mean, apologies. So these are hardy little animals, and they're only meant to be a maximum of 34 inches tall. So they are real minis. And I believe it's named Tir y Gelli, It's Now or Never, owned by Leah Channing, and was here on Monday, I believe. So quite an accolade for her. And
yes. So this is the smaller version of the Shetland breed, isn't it?
Yes, and even though it might be smaller, the same amount of time goes into looking after these ponies.
Absolutely. Probably more with these Mountain of Moorlands, I find, because it's the mane and the tail and the feathers. It really is amazing to the amount of work.
The movement will be different, Gemma. It doesn't float over the ground in the same way.
No, but still move. You're looking for the same sort of conformation and the same conformation faults as you would with a larger horse. So even though it's a little bit smaller, it's the same conformation we're looking for. So we'll be back in shortly to have a look at the results.
Welcome back to the Royal Welsh Showground. Don't forget we are webcasting the main ring competitions. But in the meantime, we're going to join the Young Farmers area because there's an announcement being made that Ceredigion have won the Young Farmers competitions overall. And Aaron is with Maredrand Jones, who is from Ceredigion, but she wants to congratulate not only Ceredigion but everybody who's been taking part in the Young Farmers competitions throughout the days. The standard has been exceptionally high. Many hours have been spent rehearsing, practicing, creating, and thanks to all the staff as well who've been really busy here, not only for the 4 days of the show but for the weekend prior as well, with all the preparation works. It's the celebratory 90-year festival, if you like, has been well worth it. I've been lucky to see a lot of the Young Farmers competitions, and the variety and the talent within the organisation is surprising. And what's great in the Royal Welsh, other people can come and see and appreciate the work that the Young Farmers do. There were hundreds here watching the stage the other day. So, you know, we reach other people who aren't members of the organisation, so they can also learn by watching as well. The weather maybe has been a bit too hot, but who knows, it might be raining next year, so we don't need to complain. What's next for you, Mared? We've got the annual conference in Aberystwyth, and then we've got another special occasion looking back at the 90 years since the organisation began, and that will be held in the National Library in Aberystwyth. Looking forward also to going to the National Eisteddfod in Pembrokeshire. Well, we saw the Axe women earlier, Gerald. It's the Axemen this time against the Shearers, and this is the first leg of 3, I think.
We're going to be here for a while. But no, again, then Shearing the Lamb. We've seen some close finishes many times, and I'm sure that the Shearers perhaps pull out the all-out stop in the start to get a bit of a distinct advantage and then put a bit of pressure on the Axemen perhaps. But,
well, they've managed to do that.
Yeah, they have managed to do it already, yes, indeed.
So, I mean, how many sheep do the Shearers have to shear in this competition?
Only the one.
Only the one?
Only the one.
Right,
that's
okay.
You know, it's a distinct advantage, isn't it? You know, straight away then this young man on number 2, but the Axeman is on number 2, so perhaps if we see that gentleman that won on the that earlier on, then if they got him in there, then perhaps there's a bit of pressure.
Matthias Clymer, he was very impressive.
Yes, he was. So number 2 is coming down the last side, and you can say number 2 Axeman is coming down the last side as well. He's on 3 or 4 blows from finishing, but number 3 then is already going well. Oh, he's finished, so number 3 has started. Oh.
What do you want, or what the Axemen would want, I suppose, is maybe
you'd really
that's not behaving itself.
That's quite right. Yeah. Perhaps the Ogan Axeman could go and do the dirty and give him a nudge, or switch the machine off. Then perhaps he couldn't shear it by hand, could he? He couldn't shear it by hand, could he?
Oh, hello. This is going to be close.
No, I believe he's one in front.
No, he's one in front. I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Oh, he's through. Oh, at least to be fair, Axemen are in the same league anyway. I expect the Shearer starting to panic because he doesn't want to let the side down.
Well, got an Axeman from
Australia. If the Axeman turns round in now, he isn't too far behind. Perhaps the only thing that's of a distinct disadvantage to the to the shearer, he could leave a bit of wool on and nobody's going to see it when it's going outside.
Exactly.
But there we are. That was close. To be fair.
That was close.
Yeah, well done, the Axeman. Give credit.
Well,
no, the shearers have come on top, yeah, and both we've seen, so I'm sure they'll be delighted. And
Teleri Half Thomas, Llysgennad.
Well, Nia is now with Teleri Half Thomas, the feature county ambassador. And she's just saying that last Sunday evening, at the beginning of the show, seems so far away. I mean, the week has literally flown, and I just want to thank the Royal Welsh Society for letting me be the ambassador on behalf of the feature county. The role is on two levels, really. There's a county level. We've been raising money through so many different activities since we launched in February 2025. And now on this level at the show, and to see behind the scenes how much work goes on in all the different departments, like the stewards, etc. It's just been an eye-opener to see how much knowledge they all have. It's been a real eye-opener for me. And it's really made me appreciate how special this show is, bringing everything together over a period of 4 days. And as a county, you've had support before the show, so many activities and a variety of them. We've had a race across the county based on Race Across the World. We've had tractor racing. We've had a feast. Oh yeah, the quads on the Epint as well. That was very, very interesting. It was a special day indeed. And even high rock. I would never have thought I could do high rocks, but then again, everybody takes part and enjoying the journey. And of course, there's more to come in Cardiff Bay. That's a bit different. I read something you were going to do something in Cardiff Bay. There's something special on the horizon by October, just to bring everything together, the connections between people who live in the city and people who live in the country. That's going to be something special. See, you're still thinking of ideas. I work for Mentera as a part of the farming industry. I was brought up on a farm, and I really wanted to work within the agricultural industry, and that gives me an opportunity to do so. And the show like this is very important from the educational point of view, teaching people about the country way of life. It just shows all the enthusiasm and the energy that there is within the agricultural industry. We can show off our businesses, our industry, our stock, and it's such a proud moment for me to be part of it all. Back to the shearing shed, and here we go again. The axemen are off and the shearers are off.
Yes, indeed, and it is 1-0 to the shearers. Are we going to actually go to the third heat, or is it going to be 2-0 after this one? Interesting to see. Perhaps we'll say the turning point is, the axeman has turned the log round in front of the shearer on this one, so... To be fair, he's like I alluded to before. Then there is got to cut it all the way through and actually chop it off. But the lamb goes out the back and nobody sees the finished product. But it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
It would be good for the axeman to win with.
It would be, and we'll have a third viewing then, won't we? And these young men are. Oh, he's got the axe stuck.
The axe is stuck.
Oh, no, he's managed to do it. He's turned as well. I would go as far to say that perhaps it's just a fraction in front, because the shearer is coming down the last side. What do you call in the shearing world, the money side? To be fair, it is close. It is close. And you can hear the crowd giving it their 5 pence worth.
Look at this.
teithio ac yn ei erbyn o mae Jake Bufton sy'n adnabyddus yn lleol.
He's turned, I would say, in front of the shearer on this particular occasion.
The shearer's got quite a bit to do.
Yes, indeed. It looks as if it's going to be a close encounter this time. 3 more blows, perhaps. This could be the one. Not quite. Oh, it's Reuben now. Oh, he's just lost the momentum slightly. And the shearer has gained on that one. And the final axeman is in, and quite interesting the strategy of this then, Gareth, the opposite end of the stage.
Yes, indeed. So
I don't know what that is.
The shearer has got no idea how well the axeman is doing.
Well, the axeman has actually turned.
Oh, look out. Oh, the shearer's been told that it's going to be close.
It is, and it is there. Yay, we're having a final. We are going to have a final. I would go to say that looks like the gentleman that was on the top axe that we seen earlier on, doesn't it?
Well, we'll be back for a third leg. In the meantime, it's back to the main ring.
Yes.
Sorry, Gemma.
That's okay. Welcome back to the main ring for the overall Ridden Championship, and what a magnificent sight we've got here.
So we saw there a winner from the Ridden English Cobs on Monday, Bobby Thomas.
That's
we
right.
see the little Ridden show pony.
We do, with Lily Davis riding.
And then we've already seen Rebecca Penny with the winner of the Coloureds from Monday. Patrina Evans there with the Show Hunter Pony final. The Ridden Heavy Horse here. So our judge there, Jenny Lauriston Clark, very much so from the dressage world, so she would have probably been looking for performance, correctness, movement. She knows her stuff, doesn't she?
She really does, she really does. So, and she's had a magnificent display of ridden horses here in front of us today, and they've all done their individual shows, so she's just having her final look.
And this is her first look here now. On the side of the screen is the winner of the Ridden Section A's, which was Hoykhurst Example, and then another Section A to the right is the winner of the Ridden Mountain and Moorlands, which is Sarum Phantom with India Latter. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got 2 stallions side by side, and both very lovely types.
And then the black one there, we see a winner of the Ridden Section C's from Monday morning with Kate Williams, Popster's Duke of Gloucester.
That's right, yeah, and he's only a young stallion himself, so...
Doesn't it just go to show how mannerly these horses are?
It really is. It really does.
And then on the edge of your shot there, we see the winner of the Ridden Palominos. And the winner of the Working Hunters, I believe. So our winner from our Ridden Palominos. Who is that now, Gemma?
The Ridden Palominos was Manadalo Magic Mike, I believe, and that's with Tracy Bircherelli, I believe, riding, owned by Tracy Nash. And then we have the Working Hunter horse, which was here on Monday, I believe, and that is the Working Hunter horse is Cody to HSH, ridden by Kimberly Stanworth, so originally from Cowbridge, but now is one of the joint masters of the Cheshire Hunt.
So is that the reason for the different type of tack that these two at the end are wearing?
That's right. Both of those have done a course of jumps and then an individual show. So you can see the little and large. So we've got our hunter, Working Hunter horse champion. Here's Kimberly, and I know he'll have a job doing the hunting over the season. And next door we have Jolie Davis from Pembrokeshire with Cloygan Fiddler, owned by Wendy Hoyland. So yes, I think he's obviously just a little bit worried, a little bit unsettled, but he did go to the other ring over at the horse ring, and Jolie's only 11 years old herself, so it's a big ask for these young children. She's just giving him a pat to calm him down now, and I think Jenny is as well. She's just saying, just to give him a little pat, and
I think that action was to just breathe.
Absolutely.
Which I think a lot of us riders sometimes forget to do with the nerves and everything.
Definitely. But what a lovely sight, seeing everyone on the bank. It's not often we see a yellow bank at the background, because it has had an exceptional job dry weather, but the Royal Welsh,
the ground is still looking green.
They've done an amazing job of keeping it a little bit of grass cover here in the main ring, which is so important. So
Jenny's having a final chat now with her stewards, but what a fantastic shot there of all the finals. There were 20 eligible to come forward to this championship, and 10 have managed to come back. So how wonderful, because it's very difficult if you win in on a Monday or Tuesday to actually come back to the show, isn't it?
Yeah, so many of them are competing at Hickstead at the Royal International, which is this week. I believe the show pony has delayed going to the Royal International today, so they're driving straight from here just to compete in the championship and drive all the way to Hickstead this evening to compete tomorrow. So yes, Lily has a very long journey ahead of her. Well, I'm sure they'll probably sleep in the lorry, but her mum will be driving all the way down to Hickstead. But it's such an honour to be Welsh as well and to ride in this main ring. It's certainly once in a lifetime opportunity which you can't turn down.
There is no other show that you could sort of say that has this atmosphere, and for, like you said, for Welsh people it's in our blood, isn't it?
Absolutely. So. And it's quite a new thing. I say it's only the past 10 years that we have had this overall ridden Supreme, maybe a few years more, but yeah, it's quite a new spectacle, which I think it's wonderful to see all of these horses together. So very, very lucky to have.
I think the deliberations are going on a little bit longer than expected, aren't they? So it's not been an easy decision for our judge today.
And it looks like we have got a champion.
Congratulations there. The smile says it all, doesn't it?
It certainly does. This is Hoykhurst Example, owned by Jennifer Hughes and ridden here today by Alaya Khan, and she looks absolutely delighted.
She does. Now, I'm afraid I'm a little bit biased here because this stallion once used to reside at the Cadlan Valley Stud down in Pembrokeshire, I used him on one of my mares.
That's right. He was ridden by Libby Grota, who was Supreme here 10 years ago to the day.
Very much. Libby started this pony and then sold him on to Melanie Peters, and now he's with Jennifer Hughes.
Holland originally?
Originally, he was produced in hand at Holland and then came to Hayley and Libby, and they were the ones that broke him to ride.
And this is apparently his 6th, so this must be 6 times winner here at the Royal Welsh, winner of Horse of the Year show, and now overall ridden Supreme, which I would say would be the pinnacle of his career.
Oh, how wonderful. That fantastic gallop and the big smile. And you can just possibly see off shots, perhaps not, but in reserve, it was the English ridden cob, Bobby Thomas's Real Steel, that was called forward in reserve.
Yes, and only their 3rd show together. So congratulations, Bobby. I know this would mean the world to him.
So a quick chat with Hannah.
Alaya Khan, Supreme Champion Royal Welsh 2026.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I can't believe it.
Now, this pony is a bit of a superstar. I've known this pony since he first came onto the ridden scene. But what's he been like for you?
Oh, he's just such a dude. He's the easiest pony in the world and will do anything for you.
He's won loads of different things, different accolades. I think you've just said to me he's won here 6 times?
Yeah, 6 times now, under saddle and in hand combined.
And he just doesn't get bored of it, does he? He loves the atmosphere.
Yeah, he absolutely loves it.
Well, many congratulations. You've got one more championship to go, so we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, in the shearing shed, it's the Axemen against the Shearers challenge, and it's 1-1 at the moment. This is the deciding leg.
Yes, indeed, and I believe the Axeman has just taken over in terms of he's turned round the other side, and now the Shearer will be coming down on the long road. Oh, the Axeman is first to go. That's put pressure on the Shearers.
And the second Axeman is about to turn round as well. He has.
Fair dues. This is our final, Gareth, and the final is going on in the main ring in the horses, but this is... these Axemen are giving it the works this time, to be fair. They've saved to the best till last, putting a lot of pressure on these Shearers.
And that's the 3rd Axeman to have turned. They're way ahead at the moment.
They're way ahead at the moment.
It's 1-1. This is the decider.
There
down
you go.
To the last
I
Axeman.
got my money's on the Axeman this time. But these Shearers can pull it out, I'm sure.
They can, but they're under pressure.
Yeah, and the Axeman has turned. Oh, the last Shearer started before the Axeman finished. Oh, I believe this could be it could be a red card here, couldn't it?
Stewards inquiry.
Oh, they've beaten anyway, to be fair to the Axeman. They've
done it.
Fair dues to them. A little bit different strategy then in the terms of the guy that we witnessed winning on the chopping the axe on the thing and winning on the last sheep. Well, to be fair to him, he moved up the ranks and put pressure on the shearers.
The shearers look comfortably ahead in the first leg. The Axemen pulled it back in the second and won it in the third.
Well done to them. A good finale for the crowd in the shearing shed.
Absolutely. Right, back to the main ring. We're slowly getting to the highlight of the show as far as the horses are concerned.
Yes, Gareth, we're back here now at the north end of the ring where we are seeing the in-hand final.
Yes, this is to qualify for the Horse of the Year show, Price in Hand Family Supreme.
So to one of those at home that may not be as familiar, what is Horse of the Year show?
Horse of the Year show, I would say, is one of the pinnacle of the horse shows. You have to qualify, so you have to win a class at a county show or a regional show, and there's only between 10 and 20 per class that qualify.
It's a predominantly ridden show, isn't it? And there's only one in-hand final.
Just the one, so that's why it is so difficult to qualify. So there'll be 15 of these qualifiers approximately across the country, where a supreme of every show will qualify for the final. So they have a pony section and a horse section.
So it looks like he's brought forward a short list of his favourites into the front of the ring.
That's it. It looks like normally bring a top 5 forward. So we've got the riding pony breeding here. The Shetland.
The Shetland here now then, I know, is actually called Cookie at home and is actually owned by Lucy, who's handling him in the ring. It's her son, Stefan, who's only 8 years old, that owns Cookie. And the champion Palomino has been brought forward.
Absolutely. And I know that pony is a ridden pony as well, so it's lovely to see. We got the Section B and the Section D and the Section C forward. So a wonderful array of ponies and all different types, which is lovely to see.
Very different types, but he obviously likes ponies.
Yes, no horses forward. No horses. But it's what catches your eye on the day, I think, when you're a judge, isn't it? And looks like we've got...
Ida has gone to the Glencork stand.
It has. Adrian, the lucky glove or sock.
Yes,
the lucky sock. He better be wearing that at Horse of the Year show, I would say.
So congratulations there, because they won this a few years ago with Glencork Hyfryd, a little Section A mare.
That's right. Oh, they'll be absolutely delighted.
And the reserve.
The Section C, the Menai Curiosa. So yes, congratulations to Adrian, Abby, Jan and Alan. So who will all be absolutely delighted. This is the pinnacle of winning at the Royal Welsh, isn't it?
Well, I was speaking to Adrian yesterday and he just said that yesterday was a blur because he didn't even expect to win, let alone what he did win with the Prince of Wales. So I'm sure today is a real shock to the system. So congratulations there to this wonderful 6-year-old broodmare. She won the junior broodmare class, sired by Pennell Carwyn. So congratulations go back to Di Harris, who owns the sire. And then a wonderful foal that she's bringing on as well.
She is. And when she does go to Horse of the Year show, this will be a beautiful Section D to show off the Welsh breeds at Horse of the Year show.
How long does Adrian have to keep this mare in tip-top condition? Because when is Horse of the Year show?
Middle of October.
Oh, blimey.
Yes, he's got a little while. That foal will be bigger and stronger, whoever decides to lead that one as well. So, yeah, he's got a little while, but I'm sure he's got plenty of time to...
Well, we do have to give congratulations to Nathan, who has handled the foal all week. And Nathan must be celebrating as well, because he recently got engaged. So congratulations to Nathan.
Wonderful news all round. There we go. And
now is the tricky time, is putting the sash on, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, they managed it. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. They managed.
So here's the final lap of honour for Adrian with Glencork Capoeira. Congratulations to the Bowen family, who are taking this back to Carmarthenshire, and we will see him shortly in the overall supreme of show between the ridden and the driving.
Yeah, she's still going strong, isn't she? And I'm not sure, are we heading over for a quick interview? Yes, we are.
Bowen, Glencoe stud, all the way from St Clair's by Carmarthen. You've just qualified for Horse of the Year show.
Yeah, that's it in the stable for a bit longer and £1,000 worth of rugs to try and get us there, but yeah, I think everyone will be pleased with the result anyway.
They certainly sounded it. They were wild behind us. What was the feeling like when you were waiting to find out who had won?
Just a lot of anticipation there, what's going on. You see the judge look in different ways and you think, oh, could it, can't it? And yeah, just a big shock and a surprise. It gets better and better.
We watched you leap with joy as they called you forward. But I do need to talk about this black sock. What's going on with the black sock here, Adrian?
Yeah, the black sock's been making an appearance all week. Damaged my hand, as I explained earlier in the week, so it's turning into a bit of a lucky sock, this is.
You were in surgery this time last week, but I think we're going to have to injure you every year if these are the results you get.
That's it. Some of the boys are saying it's the Keith Lemon look and others are saying it's Michael Jackson, but results like this, it doesn't matter, does it?
It certainly doesn't. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Go and celebrate with the family. Many congratulations. Llongyfarchiadau mawr iawn I ti.
Thank you very much. A Penblwydd hapus I ti hefyd.
Diolch yn fawr, Adrian.
The Supreme Horse Championship, the show's grand finale in the main ring. Section D took the title last year after winning both the Best Mare and the Prince of Wales Cup. It was the second Section D cob to claim the supreme honour in the last 3 years. But of course many different breeds have shone in this championship over the years.
Pwy fydd yn plesio'r beirniad eleni?
Good point, Anwen, well made.
Croeso nôl ato ni, mae'r galon yn curo.
So welcome back to the main ring for the penultimate Supreme Champion at the Royal Welsh Show.
So now we see the reserve of the actual riddens coming here. This was, like we mentioned off camera, Real Steel with Bobby Thomas.
Yes, Bobby from Carmarthenshire. We have our ridden Supreme here, Hoykhurst
Example.
That's right, the Section A winner. And then with the first time we've seen our driving.
Yes, now I believe this is from John Randall, and she's a 7-year-old mare, and it's actually only her second time here at the show.
That's right, all the way from Essex, and this was an original London trolley from the 1960s.
So she would have had to have compete against the private driving, the heavy horse driving,
she's the light. She would be the light trade driving, so she would have been overall in that department. So yeah, she's come along with hours of work. So,
and this mare is still going strong and sparkling and shining in this ring.
She
so
really is.
We have a different judge again for this Supreme.
We do.
And this time it is Mr. Terry Court from Hereford, just down the road. And he was an auctioneer and valuer for over 60 years. And was also an auctioneer for the Welsh Pony and Cob official sale in the Bill Showground in October.
That's right. So it's the first time now he'll be seeing the horses trot up in front of him. So now we've got our Section D.
And I think the crowd are behind her. I'm not sure if you can hear at home.
There's always a Welsh cob.
Grandstand is really lifting while she's trotting in front of them.
Now joins your horse expert of the day. My money's on the Welsh Cob in winning this. I believe it's a really beautiful. But the driving is exceptional as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. And to be honest, we've got a Welsh pony in the Ridden Championship, the Welsh Section A, so that could be a crowd pleaser as well. So
yeah, fair comment.
And here's our
This is beautiful, isn't it? To be
so this is what Gemma was alluding to, the original London trolley, a 4-wheel wagon being driven again by a Welsh cob. But what a fantastic achievement for them to win the driving Supreme. And she's travelling the ground really well as well,
makes it look so easy.
Look at the work that's gone into that, and
it is
beautiful.
So much work, beautiful. And then we've got our reserve ridden Supreme. This is Bobby Thomas on Real Steel. So this This is a hogged cob, which was here on Monday morning.
A lot of these are very much Irish bred, aren't they?
Yeah, lots of Irish draft in them, and that's obviously gives them the heavier bone, the very nice nature, the heavier body, and you can see that they've got a hogged mane, so this is original. So they haven't got the mane, that's just clipped off, and this is the presentation of the
But what I like about this particular horse is even though it's a heavier stamp of a horse, it's still covering the ground very well.
It really is, yes, lovely horse. You'd have a good day's out hunting on that or enjoy riding.
And I do believe Bobby does a lot of hunting down in Carmarthenshire.
He does, and this is only their third show together, so he's only bought this back in March, and what a good find that was. And hopefully now we've got our Section A, which was the overall Ridden Supreme, Hoyt Coast example. 6 times winners here, ridden by Elia Khan, and he is a fantastic example of a ridden Section A and going beautifully. Known at home to his friends as Harry.
Very much so.
Yeah, he was brought over from Holland by the Grota family from the Cadden Valley stud for their daughter Libby to ride, who then sold it on to Elia's family, and she has taken on the success as well, and he's also won at Horse of the Year show, so
we can see now that the Section D is coming out to do an individual show for Terry, because again a new judge means that they have to do a show all over again, don't they?
Yes, probably it would be a shorter show for the in-hands. It's just a confirmation, but the riddens will do an overall show of showing the 3 or 4 paces.
Now, we did try and have a chat with Terry earlier today and asked him what he was looking for, but he would not say a word. He kept his secret. So we have no idea.
A man of mystery.
Very much so. We have no idea what he wants to go for.
Which is nice. It means that he's open-minded, and everybody's got a chance, that's what we like to see when we go to a show, that you have every chance as everybody else. So.
But a bit of history over our judge. He, as well as being an auctioneer for 60 years, he played football for the Wales under-18s many years ago.
A man of many talents.
And he played cricket for Herefordshire, and he owned a racehorse called Dixon House. And Dixon House became a favourite for the Grand National, but he didn't quite finish. He fell at Beecher's Brook. But what a fantastic show that mare has just given off.
Oh, absolutely. She really is a crowd favourite, I would say. And she's really going to do the Welsh breed the justice at Horse of the Year show now. And very much looking forward to seeing her there.
The reserve now coming forward to do their individual. The broodmare, senior broodmare, the 15-year-old Menai Curiosa.
She's had a very busy day. I'm sure that foal is going to sleep well tonight.
I was just thinking the poor
looking a little bit tired.
Very much tired, but she's certainly
still full of energy. Still full of energy, and what a beautiful representation of the Welsh pony of cob type Section C breed, and she really is still showing herself off. Still full of energy, which is...
And Thomas mentioned in the interview earlier that he was so glad that he'd managed to get her looking on form.
Yes, at 15 years old, which
very
is
much so. And the hours...
Credit to them.
Like, I start rugging my ponies ready for the Royal Welsh back in Boxing Day, 1st of January. It's months of preparation.
And it was lovely to hear this was the first pony he ever won at the Royal Welsh with as a 2-year-old. So 13 years later,
yes.
I bet he never dreamt that this would happen again. So
the look of concentration there on Terry's face.
He's still smiling. And so we should. I'm sure we'll be smiling for months after looking at this. And again, she's done a beautiful trotter in front of the grandstand.
Now, Terry Court, being an auctioneer for Brightwells for all those years, and used to do a lot with the Welsh Pony and Cob Society sales in October, has seen plenty of Welsh cobs over the years, so knows his stuff about them. But now we see the winner of the light trade, Mr. John Randall, with his beautiful 7-year-old mare. And again, the hours that have gone into polishing this and the correctness of the attack and the vehicle is so important in the driving. It's not just about the animal, it's about the safety of the attack, and in keeping with the period. You can see the bucket on the back and the horse feed, the nose bag, sorry, for the feed. It's very much the trade. I believe it would have possibly been a bakery vehicle, if I'm right. Apologies if I'm wrong. But I watched the trade class earlier this week and they were going around for hours trotting and trotting. So this mare is fit.
Very, very fit. So she's called Anfield the Cheerleader, bred by Al Ames, obviously driven here today by John Randall, and her sire is Delga the Ringleader out of Romelec May Queen. So a beautiful example of a Section D here, and she really does. Looks like she'll go around, and so light as well for
but
John.
Another one that's got that beautiful knee action but still covers the ground.
Very much, very, very elegant, and
I think that just
effortless.
Goes to show if the movement is correct, they will go all day.
Absolutely, absolutely. So much power in that, and a really wonderful sight to see. Very grateful for people like John coming all the way from Essex to let us see this.
Is that where he's from, is it? I think there's a big Welsh Cob contingency from Essex, and I think congratulations to them for coming all this way and the success that they've had.
And the effort and trying to get the cart back home, it's incredible, the effort that they make. So here we go. So we've got our overall ridden supreme champion here, Hoykhurst Example, which is Section A stallion, known to everybody at home as Harry. Harry is 6 times winner here.
Yes, he's won here 6 times.
Both in hand and ridden.
And he was champion, I believe, at Windsor. He's been in hand. He competes in hand as well as riddens. And he's a stallion. There's quite a few foals on the ground by him as well. So a very versatile pony. And like the rider noted with the interview with Hannah, how easy he is to handle.
He is. He's always been a lovely natured little pony, and I think that's such an amazing thing for him to hopefully carry on with the ponies that he's breeding. Especially with these Section 8 ponies, they are bred for children, so it's very, very important to have the breeding and the characteristics.
But even though they are bred for children, I think it's wonderful. I myself am a small adult,
yes,
so
still
I
be
have
able
a couple
to ride.
of A's that I ride at home. So
absolutely, so versatile.
They seem to be more fun than the horses.
Definitely.
It's not
cheeky,
and it's not quite so far to fall off.
No, definitely not. Definitely, but beautifully ridden here by Alaya Khan.
But I think in keeping with the thing, she's just done a walk away and a trot back. Terry hasn't asked for a specific
individual show.
Real Steel.
So he's treating them all exactly the same.
Bobby Thomas here, the winner from Monday, with Real Steel.
Real Steel, that's it. And a lovely example of a ridden cob, a hopped cob as we call it.
A proper leg in each corner,
it really is. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And you can see that lovely shoulder that the saddle sits behind. You could look like you could sit on him all day. So very lovely set on front. So yes, and Bobby here with his bowler hat. So it's nice to see the old traditional gentleman wearing the bowler hats. And that is a lot of scrubbing, I would say. A little Section A, but he's a lot bigger than a Section A, so Bobby's
such a gentle walk, isn't it? Lovely and comfortable. So I think we're going to shoot off, so hopefully we'll be able to come back and see this culmination later on.
Prif bencampwriaeth ceffylau sioe Frenhinol Cymru. I ni'n dod tuag at y terfyn, ond i ni gwasgu pob diferyn o'r profiad ardderchog o fod yma ar faes y sioe fawr yn Llanelwedd. I ni'n edrych ar brif bencampwriaeth ceffylau sioe Frenhinol Cymru. Mae Terry Court yn chwarae dyn ni, David Oliver a Rob Jones. Pwy fydd yn cael ei goroni yn geffyl orau 2026?
A Cobyn i fi. Cobyn i fi.
I fod yn wahanol i chi te, fe a fi am Anfield the Cheerleader.
A gyrru.
A gyrru.
Wel, nawr te. Nawr te.
Mwyn amrywio pethau.
ond eto mae'r gorau o dan gyfrwy. Mae fe'n sefyll ag yn wyn yn diwe. Mae e'n sefyll mas bydden ni ddim.
So it looks like we have jumped back into the main ring, and I think a decision has been made. We timed that well, didn't we, Gemma?
We did, and look who it is.
David Oliver. Oh, what a fantastic achievement for Adrian Bowen there of the Glencoch stud down in St Clair's. She's gone overall supreme of show, beating every single animal here this week.
The dream. The absolute dream. What a week that they've had.
Hopefully...
A big family affair with this family. His wife Abby, who rides a few of the Glencoch ponies, and his mum Jan and dad Alan. Stepdad. Yeah, so yes, real family affair. It's wonderful to see them doing so
And I
well
do believe Adrian had some success in the sheep earlier on Monday as well.
A good show, a show he's not going to forget, especially with his accident last week.
Yes, so... I think Terry is very happy with his decision, and it's been a wonderful afternoon for Terry. Hopefully we can have a quick glance at who was reserve. If they do pull a reserve, I'm not entirely sure.
No,
Gemma.
I'm not sure if they do. I think it is an overall.
Just the overall
Supreme. Yes. And
but congratulations. She's
really
only a 6-year-old broodmare, so
and she really has the most beautiful presence where she stands and she looks like a showman, doesn't she?
And we see our sponsors here from Lampeter coming forward to present the awards. It's Lloyd's Fish and Chips in Lampeter, isn't it?
Yes. Very famous sash to win. They really have.
And it's wonderful that the children are bringing it in as well, that they're carrying on the tradition that their father there in the background, Stuart Lloyd, has continued.
It is without all of these sponsors and volunteers, and we really couldn't hold shows like this, so it has been a wonderful week, a very long week for everybody, but fantastic
look how bright she's still looking. She's in awe,
really
isn't she?
She is a showman, isn't she?
She is. Adrian Bowen there with Glencoch Capoeira winning the Supreme of Show. And I'd like to take this opportunity as well to honour a late comrade of ours that used to be here in the commentary, David Thomas, who we recently lost and passed away due to cancer. But David would have been here, thoroughly enjoying this moment with us all here.
So, what a sight to see now. Glencoch Capoeira.
Poor Adrian's having to hand over the reins because he's gone round that ring quite a few times, hasn't he?
He really has. And so he should. And you can see the family in the background. So here we are. We'll go back to Hannah for the final.
It's been a phenomenal week, and you've just topped it off by being crowned Supreme Champion Horse here at the Royal Welsh Show.
Amazing, just totally amazing. Say thank you to everybody here, all the family, Nathan on the foal, and just everybody that's helped out this week and behind the scenes. Without everybody, you just can't do it.
It has been a massive team effort, hasn't it? With you being injured last week, you weren't sure if you could make it to the show, and it's been a phenomenal week.
There are no words. Like, it's stuff dreams are made of. We woke up this morning and we said, sorry, did that even happen? And to even do this today now, it's not going to sink in for a while, and it's just incredible.
I think we're going to have a few mornings, aren't we, where you all wake up and you go, did that happen? You'll have to watch it back.
A lot of mornings.
Alan, of course, you're always behind the scenes. You don't like being in front here, but how proud are you of them today?
Very proud. You can't be better.
And Jan, you were screaming and shouting. I don't think I've ever seen you jump so high off the floor.
No, I was absolutely delighted. As everyone says, words are a dream come true. But without the help, without the support of others, we wouldn't be standing here this week. It's been a manic week.
And a big credit's got to go to Nathan, who handles the foal, and the horse.
Well, it does take a team effort. You did win this 19 years ago with Glencoch Hyfryd. Does the feeling ever die off?
It never dies off. The first time it happened, it's all a blur. I think like this time now, you don't expect it a second time, but you let it sink in this time. Make the most of it, because it just doesn't come round.
Well, you guys are up on cloud 9. Stay there as long as you like. Enjoy every second. Llongyfarchiadau mawr iawn I chi. Thank you.
Yes, many congratulations to Glencoch Capoeira. Well, Gerald, our time at this year's Royal Welsh Show is coming to an end. When you look back at the events of the last 4 days, what's going to stand out in your mind?
First, I'd like to congratulate Brecconshire for providing such a good show, and the Havett family in arranging such a good spectacle. Probably the highlight for me was seeing the Aberdeen Angus, which is a native breed, winning the pairs competition, and I think I've alluded to all along that the natives are good. Plus the little factor that the Hawkston Choir sang here on Monday night, and seen such a crowd watching that, and their promotion of agriculture throughout the 12 months is good. So
now, Gerald, did you sing along with them in the chorus like they asked us to?
They wanted me to go out there actually, but I declined that offer then. But no, great show, great weather, which has made such a spectacle, and I think we've been very lucky to have witnessed such good competition of livestock.
Well, I can tell you, Gerald, that we have had listeners from the USA, Australia, Tasmania and Kenya, and more importantly here home in Wales. Can I just say it's been a pleasure to be in your company and with everybody else who's been in the English language commentary box during this week. The Royal Welsh Show for this year is over, but we'll be back in the winter fair. Goodbye.